It is the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone, now with more 100% Mike Calta.
Hey.
I'm back. Yay. Dude, I was out, man. I was hurting really bad. Throwing up and pooping and all that other gross stuff. Now I'm back.
So what do we think it was?
Well, the norovirus was going around. And my daughter seems to have gotten that first, and I think I got it after her. So
definitely still highly contagious.
Yes.
now, no. I'm good. I'm good now. I can't get it again.
And you're saying this because of what knowledge?
The doctors that I saw. So I'm saying it's not contagious for me. I'm fine.
For you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't know about you guys, but
Yeah, it says you can be contagious for up to 3 days afterwards.
Oh, I read that it was like up to 2 weeks.
Yeah.
well, it's in the air.
Mm.
It's a virus. That's how it goes.
I was going to go to St. Pete today.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Just to be safe?
Just to be safe.
You said you were
could've.
gonna.
Yeah, Galvin talked me out of it.
Well, I talked you out of it by going, are you going to Mike's or are you going to the studio?
I was like, what are you doing?
I wouldn't have been mad.
Yeah.
It says norovirus, highly contagious virus, is spread through contact with infected individuals. So I guess this would be considered contact. We're in the same room.
We're not having contact.
Yeah.
We're in the
same-
same vicinity, but we're not touching.
Contaminated foods or surfaces, or eating contaminated food or water. So I'm not going to sip out of your coffee today.
Gio hands off a coffee to me. I
Yep.
do not take Gio's coffee, therefore we are safe.
I do see you guys stroke fingers, though. You guys do
Yeah.
that little linger.
yeah.
Little handshake.
The
And
finger.
then we make eye contact.
You do the finger linger.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Don't touch the doorknobs.
No.
No, I don't open anything. I kick the door when I walk in
Yeah.
every room, so you're good there.
I am not sitting on your lap for news today.
Oh, come on. Why
Well.
break a tradition?
Mm.
A lot of things to talk about, things to catch up on.
All right.
I will tell you, I'm only about 80% better. Like I feel 80% better, which means at some point I may have to run out of the room.
Do you think that you got the girl that cut your hair sick?
How'd you know I got a haircut? I felt so much better yesterday that I was like, I'm gonna go get a haircut,
wanna
and build
go
a house, and do everything.
Contaminate everyone.
Spread it around.
Yeah.
Listen, can I tell you something? You're gonna have to take a step back on this one, Galvin.
Hmm.
You're gonna have to hear about my dreams for a second.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But listen to me. So after the show, I went upstairs and I just got in bed and it was like, see a world. And then I got up. I don't even remember what happened. But anyway,
You don't even remember it was during the show.
during the you're right. During the show.
Yeah.
And then the next day, okay, so that was during the show. Then the next day I got up. I did not get up. I just stayed in bed all the way until the nighttime. I didn't get out of bed till 7 p.m. Okay. And the entire time I was in there, I went to bed. I went up there at 8:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
And stayed out there until the next day at 7 o'clock. The next day. And at 7. I was in there for like the whole day.
I had the similar virus, and I know it was hell on earth.
Sweating.
Yeah.
And but I felt like I took ayahuasca. I had the most insane dreams of things that made no sense, but everything was so crystal clear and like I was seeing it. I had weird dreams about my mother, like that I saw my mother and she saw me and we talked, but we didn't know each other. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Then I had a dream that my wife and I had a threesome with a woman that we're family friends with that I have not seen in probably 10 years, nor have I ever had any sexual interest in my whole life. I just had these weird, like I feel like I needed it. I feel like I got it all out, you know?
Were you taking any medication or anything?
No, nothing more than my normal stuff.
Sometimes that'll make you a little loopy if you're taking.
No, dude, I did feel loopy. I really did. I
Yeah.
didn't take anything specific for this, for not feeling good, other than a couple of Gatorades. That's all I've been doing.
Well, there was a point yesterday afternoon where I had convinced myself I was getting sick.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because I started feeling nauseous, and then I started to panic because I didn't want to get sick.
Yeah.
And then I took some Tums, and I was fine.
Well, I will tell you, my first sign that I was getting sick was not didn't come on slow. It felt like somebody kicked me in the stomach.
Yeah, that's exactly when
well, you probably have it.
you had exactly the same thing I had.
Yeah, you probably
Because I felt fine 1 minute, and then like the next minute I
Boom.
felt I'm going to throw up, and then I did that for 3 days
Oh,
straight.
this is different than Super Bowl. Super Bowl, I just had like a flu.
Yeah.
Super Bowl, I was just had a cold. It was wiping me out.
Comes out of nowhere.
Yep.
You feel fine 1 minute, the next minute you do not.
That's how it was.
Well, I'm glad you're still contagious and we're all here
anyway,
together.
thank you. So, But I'm back, baby.
All right.
I'm back. One strong, solid day before we go into the weekend.
All right.
Back on the coffee, too.
Yeah.
Back on the coffee. Are you kidding me? Galvin, I got up yesterday, and I wish I had this on video. I got up. I felt good. I jumped in the shower. I changed my clothes. I had been laying in those dirty clothes. I got up. I walked outside, and my wife wasn't even in the house. I go, "Where are you?" I texted her. She's like, "I'm at a doctor's appointment." I looked around. I grabbed my keys, and I was like, "I'm walking on sunshine." I got in my car. I drove to Starbucks. I was like, "This is the best feeling ever." That feeling of when you come out of that being sick coma is fantastic. So anyway, we're back today. Can I tell you about the Lightning real quick?
Oh, yeah.
I'm just going to give you my honest story of what's going on. So I don't think anybody was more excited about getting the Lightning and being their broadcast partner than me when it happened. And that comes for a bunch of reasons. One, I am a longtime season ticket holder. I am a fan. My wife was a huge fan. My son, who doesn't really pay attention much anymore, but started playing hockey, was a fan. My daughter would go to games and enjoy it. We were having a great time.
We didn't like listening to Mo at night.
Yeah.
Definitely didn't like listening.
Push him back.
So the Lightning, for whatever reason, I don't think it was the Lightning. I think it was the NHL. They changed their broadcast, and they no longer broadcast the games on TV. You had to have Spectrum in order to see it, in order to get Bally's, and we did not get it. And I will tell you that season of not having the games and not being able to watch them killed the excitement in this family for hockey. We were a family that would watch the team, that would watch the games, and we go, "Hey, do you want to watch the game tonight?" Like that would be our plan for the night, and we'd pretty much sit in the same room and watch the hockey game. And that is my wife's real connection to the game, would be watching them during the regular season. And it fell off. It really fell off. And I don't think that the Lightning had anything to do with it. I think it was an NHL thing. But still, that Bally's app was so restrictive that it made it hard to pay attention. So then you jump it through hoops. You download the NBC app and the other apps, and you try and do it that way. Then after a while, it just became a pain in the ass. I mean, that's not really their fault. It's a matter of how we are accustomed to just being able to do everything easily. And if it takes us more than 30 seconds, we give up on it now. That's just our attention spans are really short. So that happened. Then we end up getting the Lightning. And I'm super excited because one of the other things that we don't get is guests on this show from the team. I will tell you that part of that may be my fault. I would like to ask questions of the hockey players that were not the same questions you were going to get from every other broadcaster, sporting and not, that talked to them. Like, hey, what was it like to be on the ice with this guy? And then what do you think about the power play? And instead, I was asking questions about, their habits and things that they do. Slump busters and stuff that made it a little more interesting. I would say 99% of the team rolled with it. And I was asking it also in a respectful way. The one time that I had a problem was Steve Stamkos, the little whiny bitch, was in the car with his girlfriend. And I asked him about, he was with his girlfriend who he'd been with a long time. And I said, how hard is that to maintain a girlfriend when you got girls just throwing themselves at you? And then I would make jokes about it. And I guess she got mad. And but this was, I'm talking about 10 years ago, at least. And from then, it became so impossible to get guests on the show because Stamkos actually whined about it to the Lightning. And I didn't dislike him after that. I've seen him 100 times since then. We've talked, we're cool, but it just was a whiny thing to do. And that was it. And ever since then, it was like pulling teeth. Then the one guy that had a hard on for us that's over there in the PR department, whose name I can't remember because I'd love to blast him right now. That guy, he went out of his way to stop guests from coming on the show. We had one guy booked through his charity for something. And at the last minute, this guy contacted us. And do you remember who it was? Was it you?
Yeah, but I don't remember.
It was a player who was scheduled to be on, and we were like, all right, cool, yeah. And there was something happening too, like it was a big deal.
It was like a frisbee tournament or something.
Yeah, but that player was significant for a reason,
right?
And
I do recall that. I know they canceled like the morning
of
late that night.
Yeah, and it was you could tell that it was just being like that they were being spiteful.
It was like he's good to go, and then it was like, oh, his schedule's too busy.
Yeah, because then all of a sudden this one guy popped in that didn't belong there, and he was like, anyway.
That was
So-
like probably 4 years ago, 5 years ago.
So needless to say, I'm still very happy that the Lightning are on. I'm still a fan. I'm wearing a Lightning shirt today. I still watch every once in a while.
You got a lightning tattoo.
I have a Lightning tattoo. Yeah. There are just there are just a lot of things that really turned me off in the last couple of years. Then when we had them, I thought, well, this would change everything. We'll have guests on the show
Because we're broadcast partners.
We're
with them.
broadcast partners. We'll do more. We'll all go to games. We've been to like 4 games in the entire time we had it, and we've had zero guests on the show. And I think Drew's only had a small handful as well. So it's not like they've been pouring in. And I think that those things are also good for the players because that's the way that people get to know the personalities of the players. It's a good relationship for both of us. And I enjoyed generally talking to people. So I thought it would be cool. So I think that my interest in hockey has waned significantly because of those effects. And then that whole John Cooper charity event that we don't even get invited to, let alone that they have Charlie Belcher hosting it. I know Charlie is the official host of everything in Tampa, but we're the broadcast partner. We don't even get invited to the charity. I just and
Did you want to wear the jersey this week?
the what jersey?
The one jersey that
yeah.
they
And then the thing with Cooper was when the day that we got the Lightning, I said the only thing I'd like to do is interview Cooper. I said Cooper is a guy that's so interesting. He's not a hockey player, and he's going down as an NHL Hall of Famer. He's an attorney. He's got so many interesting things about his life. I'd love to get him on the show. And they said after the season, because the season was almost over, after the season we will get him on the show. Then it didn't happen. Then it was before the season starts. Then it was right as we get into the I'm like, oh, whatever. And I just blew it off, and it never happened. Never got the one thing they asked for. Should have been the easiest thing ever, the coach, and we couldn't even get that done. So. What I'm saying is, I hate to sound like I'm piling on and complaining. I'm really not. I'm just trying to set up. Going a long way to set something up for you. Last night, the Tampa Bay Lightning won 8-0.
8-0
Against who, Gio? Don't say anything.
I don't know. I didn't watch it.
Do you have any idea?
No.
Okay, I'll tell you what this state was, and you tell me who the team was. Utah.
Utah is the new team. And I don't know.
I looked at it and I go, Utah?
Yeah.
That's how out of touch I am with hockey. I went, Utah, and it's called the Utah Hockey Club.
Right.
Oh,
for
yeah.
now.
For now, yeah.
For now.
But yeah, I know they're the expansion team.
Yeah.
And they've also, I can tell you what else
But I didn't even know the expansion team had started yet.
Yeah.
I can tell you what they're not going to be called.
What?
Utah Yetis.
Oh, did that get shot down?
That got shut down by Yeti coolers. They're like, I don't think so, because people are going to be confused and this, that. I don't know.
Yeti doesn't own the Yeti.
Yeah.
They must have trademarked. They must have done something because it was already a court ruling, and they said that they ruled for them.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So Utah Yeti is taking on the Seattle Kraken. That'd be pretty interesting.
So they won last night 8-0, which almost tied their record as 9 goals in a game. And
shows you how bad the Utah hockey team is.
Well, it's interesting because last game was 6-4.
Oh.
Utah won.
Oh.
Yeah, last time they played, which was just a little bit ago. And then the Lightning beat the Penguins 6-1. So Lightning are on quite a bit of a roll, hitting
about
goals.
About right time to do that.
Yeah.
You know? So anyway, I love the Lightning, and I still support them and the whole deal. I just think my interest in hockey in general has really waned. Who is that? You son of a bitch.
Sorry.
I'm still Buccaneer strong. I'm completely out of baseball. I did not raise up.
No.
Well,
Did you
no,
say?
you
Got
raised
time.
up today.
Oh,
You're not
today
buying
raising
them?
up
Today.
What's that, Carmen?
You're not buying them
Well, that'd be a
anymore?
difference. I wasn't buying them. I was part of a group that was purchasing them.
You
That's
were
a different
gonna
story.
own them.
No, listen,
You're the owner of the Rays.
I mean, I wouldn't,
in my mind.
wouldn't say the owner. I would say one of the many owners.
The
Seriously though, I don't really care about baseball. I don't even think I could name. I honestly don't think I could name 5 Major League Baseball players. Could you?
I could.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
You're gambling.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're betting. Well, I was going to say something to you that I was like, do you know? I know you know. Do you know, you
Yes.
people out there, that you can bet on baseball. I thought to myself, how boring is that to bet on baseball? To bet on whether a game wins by 2 runs or not, or three runs, or what? Then I looked at it and I'm like, baseball, you could bet by inning.
You can bet by inning. You can bet on the players, so you can bet at their at bats. You can bet on home runs. You can bet on what they're going to do at this at bat.
Yeah.
So like in the 3rd inning, whenever
you could bet 100 times within one game.
Yeah. It's crazy how many times you can bet and the different stuff you can bet. You can bet on the pitchers for how many strikeouts they get. You can bet on a ton of stuff.
I'd like
baseball.
to take $100, break it down into $5 bets, and just bet all through a baseball game.
Yeah, it's a blast.
That'd be so much more fun for baseball.
Well, that's like I do that bet all the time. I put like $5 or $10 on it for basketball. You know how in football they have first touchdown, and they don't have first touchdown by team, which I don't like. I wish they had it by team. It's just whoever scores first in the game. Basketball, you can do first basket for the Warriors, first basket for the Lakers, who makes that, whatever. But you can also
Isn't that just a toss-up? Like,
100%.
I don't mean literally a toss-up. I mean, it's just a could be anything.
Yeah. Because people will because I'll hit it a lot.
Yeah.
And people will ask me, I go, I have no idea.
No way.
I have no idea. You know what I mean? Because like 3 other guys took a shot and they missed, and then this guy got the rebound and he put it up and stuff. It's just, it's something fun to do, but it's high odds,
right?
Because it's so crazy. Whenever say you put $5 on it and you can win $80 or something.
Oh, really? I thought it was even bet.
No. It's not an even bet. No,
that Hard Rock Bets made sports so much more fun.
But here is the one that I really love doing. It's with basketball. It's the outcome. Hold on, I want to do exactly how they word it. So if you go into the NBA thing and you go to a game and then you put on, oh come on, does not have game lines. Is that right? Shoot. It's not up yet because it's so far away from the thing. But anyways, it has first possession outcome is free throws. Okay. So if they go down and they go to shoot and they get fouled, then it's just an attempt free throw. They don't even have to make the free throw.
So if that is just a situation.
1,400 to 1.
Oh my God!
1,400 to 1.
Just throwing money on just
sometimes
to do
it drops down to like 1,200 to 1. But yeah, if you just put like $5 on it, whatever.
Yeah, holy cow!
Because a lot of times they'll go down and they'll get fouled, or I mean that happens a lot.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, for a while during football season, I was betting on the Buccaneers. First drive attempted field goal.
Yeah.
I was hitting like every week.
They were doing it.
Yeah, they were doing that quite a bit.
And they didn't have to make it, just an attempted field goal.
Yeah.
Which was great.
That's how I literally paid for my entire trip to Vegas, was because I took like Steelers' third drive, Pat Freiermuth touchdown. And it was like 2,800 to 1 or something. I put like $100 on it. I'm like, yeah, all right.
Well, it certainly makes it more interesting for sports that guys like me don't care about anymore.
Did you know that my man from last year is back at it again, Kyle Schwaber?
Oh, hitting already?
Home run. Home run.
Yeah. Can't take the home runs out of a guy.
And you can do that too. Their first at bat, what they're going to do and stuff.
Wow.
And I kept on betting on Kyle to get a home run first at bat, and he would do it all the time. It was crazy.
He's solid, man.
Ohtani got a home run. Volpe got a home run for the Yankees. Volpe, that's it. But there was a bunch of home runs yesterday.
Did you see all the changes they did to Steinbrenner Field to make it look like the Rays?
They did. I mean, if I'm playing there, I feel better.
It looks like the Rays Stadium.
Yeah, it really does.
I
wonder how the boss would feel about that if he's flipping over in his grave, or if he's like, good, make him pay.
Yeah, I mean, there's a big thing on the outside. It says "Thank you, Yankees."
Yeah,
on the
I mean,
bottom.
I get it, but I feel like Steinbrenner inside. I don't know how he'd feel inside, but on the outside, he'd be like, "Nope, baseball must be played. Come play here." He'd be like the good guy because he's a good dude. But
I mean, they lost it because of the hurricane.
I know, but still, it's a rival team, and they've caused problems for each other. And he's paid them so much money in their luxury tax and all that stuff.
When an entire community is devastated by a hurricane,
I feel like
they're a rival.
A guy who's been known to help the community will go, come play here at our field. I feel like he'd do that for sure. Carmen, how was your birthday?
It was good.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Carmen, can I just say this right now?
Yeah.
You know that I will take any chance I get to make fun of you.
I know.
Whether it be your hairy face, your muffin top,
Yeah.
or whatever. I don't know. I'm making
Muffin
stuff.
top.
I'm making stuff up now. I'm
Jesus,
trying to.
You're just saying.
I didn't want to say ugly butthole. I just tried to make up things that were.
It's very adorable.
My thing that I wanted to say was your bikini picture was fantastic yesterday.
You're welcome.
Carmen?
Yeah, why can't you just say nice things?
I-
Why, do you
Yeah,
gotta, why do you
exactly.
need
Yeah.
to say
Build
anything?
it up with all
yeah.
the. You know how I say you got bad breath and your stupid face
Right.
and this and that and everything. Good
Carmen.
bikini picture.
Yeah.
I came out with muffin top because it was the one thing you definitely did not have in that picture was a muffin top, and I was trying to think of something to say. You looked great in that picture.
Thank you. I've been working hard, man.
Yeah,
I really have.
It shows.
Thank you.
You look awesome.
Listen, and that I'm going to be very honest, right? Because good lighting, good poses.
I mean, I thought the lighting stunk because you couldn't see your face.
Any,
Yeah, that was the whole
apps?
point.
Any apps where you move the waistline?
No, I did not. The only
Smooth
thing.
out areas.
No.
The only thing I removed was the door handle because
It was in your.
it was in the picture and it was gold.
Yeah.
And it took away from the white door, but I did not edit myself at all.
Sometimes you look at the wall and the wall goes like sideways
Yeah.
because they moved their waistline in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
listen, I did not do that, and that was the whole reason of why I wanted to post it. I'm not someone that's going to do that. You know
No,
what I
listen.
mean?
You're a girl who shaves her face and makes her own deodorant. You're not afraid to hide anything.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I tried to be natural as much as possible.
I thought it was great.
Well, thank you. So, but I'm going to be very honest. That is my tanning bikini. That is not the bikini I will be wearing on the cruise.
Wow.
Yeah, but
Why?
again, because it is it
Too
barely
much for the people.
It barely stays up. Right. It barely stays up.
You can't
And
be
two-
waiting in line for pizza with that on.
Exactly. You know what I mean? And
Old
after
Carmen would. Old Carmen would.
and after I get on the cruise and I have some cruise food and I blow up like a balloon from all the sodium, you know what I mean? It's not, and I'm not going to be standing in that pose like that the whole time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I hear you.
So I got some. They're still bikinis,
Yeah.
right? They're just
Okay.
a little thicker. Oh,
Okay.
like they just cover a little bit more.
We're all a little thicker, Carmen.
Yeah. Yeah. So you know what I mean? So, but again, like that's my tanning bikini. And I was just feeling it yesterday because I was drinking some White Claws.
Yeah.
I even ate pasta
Oh.
and took that picture.
Wow.
So suck it.
Carb load.
Wow, listen. I would.
You got a carb load before the picture.
Yeah, of course.
I did think, did she eat pasta?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Now
That's
you
the
know.
one thing about this picture.
I saw a little rigatoni hanging out there.
Why?
It looked great, Carmen. You look really good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, can I tell you this, though? Did you see what Bill Gates said yesterday? I don't know if you guys talked about it or
Eat
not.
bugs, I'm taking your land.
No.
Oh, okay.
Bill Gates said that AI will take over for teachers, doctors, and pretty much everything humans do in how long?
Oh, and how long?
I would say 10 years.
Yeah.
10 years.
Yeah.
10, he said within the next decade, AI will take over for doctors.
Do you
Yeah.
think in our lifetime we will have AI president?
No.
No.
No, they'll never take the human effect
Will
out
we
of it.
have an AI president before we have a lady president?
Maybe.
Yes.
Oh.
Galvin and I found out yesterday AI took over for Joe at Bone TV.
Yeah. Did you know this?
Oh,
I
yeah.
did.
Because we were in there and I go, oh, look at the new cameras in here and stuff and everything. And the cameras. And then I was talking and we were switching. They're going back and forth. And Joe's just sitting there,
Yeah.
Yeah.
fiditzing,
I
doing
was doing it
nothing.
with my mind.
Yep.
And I go, what?
How is it though, Joe?
It's slow. And,
Yeah.
You know, the
It's-
cameras need to
but
be tweaked
it's
a little
not-
bit.
It's
Slow,
not
but
set up
it's-
for our show.
Yeah.
But it's also the delay because it's on what's on Bone TV. So we're looking at the monitor and the thing.
Right.
So we're not getting it in real time.
Right.
But it was switching.
Oh boy.
I will tell
man.
you. I will tell you.
Joe's gone.
I will tell you. And Johnny P. Love Train, not Love Tiger,
Okay.
direct messaged me and told me I looked like Galvin the Friendly Ghost yesterday because it's so
Oh, the
it
white.
was so
Yeah.
white. It was crazy. Yeah.
Well, I was very critical of the actors and the Screen Actors Guild when they went on strike because I really didn't know what they were going on strike for, and I just love to make fun of rich people when they cry with
Complaining,
signs. Yeah. But the truth is that they were right because they were way ahead of the fact. And I saw a lady explaining it the other day. She's like, I'm a voice actor for video games, and I've become known as that voice actor. And then now they can just mimic my voice with AI, write the script, and they don't need me anymore. And she's like, that's not fair to me.
Yeah.
I've done all that.
Yeah.
And I went, yeah, she's right. Now, granted, they can switch to a different actress, or they could say, we don't need you anymore, pitch the voice, and now we have a new character. But if you got a character that you need, anyway, I agreed with what she said. I saw something else yesterday that blew my mind. I'm sure you've all seen a variation of this, but do you remember Tim Butterly? He was a guest. He's a comedian. It's been on the show. A very funny comedian. Been on the show a couple of times. Tim Butterly was on Bobby's show on Sirius XM, and Jacob, their producer, is a big fan of Tim Butterly's, and Bobby accused him of loving him because when he put that he's coming on the show, he put a bunch of exclamation points after it, and they had an argument about it. Anyway, Bobby took the picture of Tim Butterly and Jacob together, where they were just standing there with their arms around each other. It is a full, absolute, crystal clear video of the two of them with their arms around each other, then turning and grabbing each other and making out. I mean, it's unbelievable. You know how they have that slow morphing AI that looks terrible? Yeah. It does not look like that.
The video of Zelensky and Trump and J.D. Vance
yes, it's like that.
fighting in the Oval Office looked like out of a movie.
Oh, it's insane. It is absolutely insane. I don't know. I mean, how would you know what to believe?
I don't know. And that's the stuff we can do on our phones.
Right. Our kids have been doing already for 6 months.
Imagine the people that have like supercomputers and these big companies that have all like, they're putting, tens of millions of dollars into research and AI.
Later on, we're going to talk about a new TV show that I watched while I was sick. That's
well, you have to think also, like we were talking about CGI the other day. Whenever Sopranos, the mother died, and then they had the new season, and they put her face on the thing, and you're like, I mean, you can tell, but now they just be like, yep, beep beep beep, and have characters. Oh, you want more money? Well, we own your likeness, so beat it, nerd.
Yep. They already said that they've got James Earl Jones for the voice of Darth Vader. They can go on forever and use his voice as Darth Vader in anything Disney, Star Wars related.
That is so insane.
And
man.
I think his estate
license it. Yeah.
Well, here's the other thing too, is even like music for like commercials, you have to get the rights to the music. Like the dude that was in Top Gun that's remaking all the different movies, he was in Twisters and stuff, Glenn Powell.
Yeah.
He's in a commercial for a truck, and it's Van Halen, Panama. And I'm like, oh wow, Van Halen in a commercial, you don't hear that too often, whatever. But now you could just go make a Van Halen type song.
Right.
Yep.
It's because they do that now. They have people that will record stuff, and it's like, instead of Enter Sandman, it's Good Night Sandman.
Oh, I played one the other day that it's there's a YouTube channel that takes songs and plays them in different styles.
Right.
And I played one that was like disco Enter Sandman. But they have them now. They have Metallica in if the Rolling Stones were playing it. Metallica if they're from the 80s. Metallica, it's unbelievable.
I saw a thing that had the singers' faces. It would switch from each one, and it was whatever song, but it went from Metallica to Prince to David Bowie to Alice in Chains and Freddie Mercury, and they were all singing the same
so
song.
Awesome.
But it would just go, this one would go, these would go dark, and then this one would pop up, and so it was wild. It sounded just like every one of them.
It's why it's hard to believe we're not living in a simulation.
Right.
So you guys are trying to say Carmen's pasta bikini was AI.
Yeah.
100%.
No.
100%. All right, when we come back, old Pasta Belly's going to tell us what we got to give away, and we're going to play Sporcle next on 102.5 The Bone. I know what you're going to say.
His medley that he does?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've seen him live, just him, because he plays with Rob Zombie now. Obviously, he's with Motley Crue. But whenever he does his live show, he plays a bunch of stuff, and he's got his guitar songs. But then at the end, he ends it with a whole medley of all these great riffs and different songs, and he puts them together, and that's one of the ones that he does. And he plays all of them so well.
Yesterday, I came across my Instagram. They said to him, what are the top 5 metal guitar riffs?
Oh, yeah.
And this was one of them, and he played it perfect, and I went, yeah. Interesting. He played this. He played, Van Halen and a couple other things, and then he played Message in a Bottle, I think, from the Police, which is
that's
not very metal, but...
No, it's not, but it's such a, weird, the way they stretch their hand out and do that stuff. Yeah.
He did it. Boy, I got to tell you, the more I watch them talk, the more I realized that the a-hole in the Police was not Sting. It was Stuart Copeland.
Oh, Stuart Copeland.
What an arrogant douchebag he is.
He's 100%.
I mean, not that he doesn't deserve to be. He's an excellent drummer, but What an arrogant douchebag.
Yeah, somebody else said that to me recently, and I go, "Oh yeah, he is an a-hole," but I think he likes to be an a-hole,
Yeah,
and
most
kind of
a-holes do.
revels in it. Like he's like, "That's my thing. I'm an a-hole."
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Well, that's when your band breaks up after a while.
And that's why Sting was like, "Can you play just like a normal beat? Can you
Yeah.
do that? Whatever." And he goes, "Oh, you don't want me to play the beat that would put me on the front of Modern Drummer?" He goes, "All right, I'll play that." And it's just stupid.
It's weird because that's not even how he says it. I mean, that scenario is
Right.
right, but he's like, he gets mad at Sting because Sting's like, I can't. We don't need to do what you're doing to do this, and it's hard to watch. All right, Carmen, what do we have to give away today?
We have tickets for Stained, Avril Lavigne, Coheed and Cambria, and Everclear.
All right, let's do that now with a little bit of Sporcle. Here we go.
By the way,
For those of you who have followed the show over the years, you know the show is built on one thing and one thing only, and that one thing is integrity.
mhm.
And I, as a 4-time champion going for my 5th win in a row, missed out yesterday because I wasn't here.
Yeah.
The integrity of that, who won?
I slayed your streak.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah. By the way, not only did I win, I lightning won yesterday.
Oh, really?
Blanked this guy. This guy got 1.
I got 1.
What did I have? 9?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not so fast today, son.
We'll see.
Here I come. Carmen, what are we playing today?
All right, today we're going to be playing movies by romantic rivals. Can you name the movies when given 2 actors who played love rivals in it?
Ugh.
And
Love
actors
rivals?
or actresses.
Good name for
So,
a band, Love Rival.
Yeah.
Love rivals. All right, so your first one, Ben Stiller, Matt Dillon.
Something about Mary.
Mike,
Ooh.
Take it.
you wouldn't have stuttered. Tom Hardy, Chris Pine.
Oh, I know the movie, but I don't know.
Mhm. Tom Hardy, Chris Pine. This Means War.
Yeah, with
was-
Reese Witherspoon. That was actually a
Yep.
pretty good movie.
That was a good movie. Was that the one where Chelsea Handler should never
Yes.
stand next to Reese Witherspoon?
Oh
Yes.
my God! Wow,
They're like sisters or friends
they're
or
sisters
something.
in some universe where the one got hit in the face with acid.
Reese Witherspoon kind of fell off. She's not been in much lately.
It
seems like-
I think they get to a point in their lives where like, I need to chill out a little
Yeah.
bit.
Well, no, her book club. Have you heard that whole thing?
No.
So Reese Witherspoon created a book club, and people will send in their books, and it will be like her book of the month. And she owns the rights to them, and those are all the movies she makes. So she has all the rights to
Oh,
those
yeah.
books. And then, so basically she probably just hasn't had a good book in a while.
Smart move.
Also,
Yeah.
it seems like she fell off ever since she got pulled over for the DUI.
No, that was like 20 years ago.
But like, what has she done after that?
Yeah, she did do a lot after that.
So many rom-coms.
Wait until you find out who I am.
All right, movies by romantic rivals. Your next one, Leonardo DiCaprio, Matt Damon.
The Departed.
Mike,
That's a rom-com?
It's not rom-com, but they're
it's
rivals.
just romantic
They're
rivals.
both going for the psychiatrist lady.
I
All right.
love that
Yeah.
girl in that movie. I think she's so pretty.
You love her and Up in the Air too.
I do.
Gio, I never said these are
All
rom-com
right.
movies.
Yeah.
I thought you
here?
did too. I
I
thought you
hear-
did too.
Nope.
Nope, never said
I
that.
know.
Romantic
Yeah.
rivals.
Where's Gio and I watch so many rom-coms together? That's
Yeah.
That's just what I was thinking.
All right, your next one, Julia Roberts, Cameron Diaz.
Oh,
My best friend's wedding.
Mike?
Oh, Shot in the Dark. Rom-com.
Rom-com.
No, they're not all rom-com.
That one is a rom-com.
Yeah.
That one is. Humphrey Bogart, Paul,
Casablanca.
Mike,
Rom-com.
Kevin Costner, Don Johnson.
Tin Cup.
Galvin.
Yeah, like, come
Mike
on.
didn't get it.
Mike did
Galvin,
not
you
get
got
it.
it.
Yes,
Yes,
thank you.
Galvin, you did.
Who's better looking? Kevin Costner or Don Johnson?
Costner.
Costner.
Think about it though. Not a better actor, just better on looks alone.
Costner.
I don't know, man. I watched some old Miami Vice. Don Johnson's
Yeah,
beautiful.
now I'd say
Maybe
Costner.
not. I don't know. Don Johnson aged pretty well too.
I'd go
Yeah,
Johnson.
he did.
Yeah,
But if it's Miami Vice, Don Johnson, yeah.
No, they both aged well. Like it's even
Yeah.
now, they'd be both hot cowboys.
Can I say this? I know we're in the middle of a game. Can I
We
say
can.
this without anybody saying I'm racist?
Oh,
no.
boy.
I
no.
just-
I'm
listen,
going to tell you right now. No.
Carmen, I don't want her to be a slave. I don't
Nope.
want her to do any of the
But-
slave work.
But
I would love to have that girl follow me around and call me Big Daddy from Django.
yeah, like I'd pay her to do it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't kidnap her and take her over
No,
here.
she's
Like Joe.
voluntarily.
She's free to leave at any
Here's what
time.
your
Yeah.
salary is, but I just want her to go. I made some iced tea, Big Daddy.
You're right.
I don't know what you mean, Big Daddy.
Yeah. That's all. That's
All
all.
right, not racist.
No, thank you. All right.
That's a good job. I'd take that job if it was
Oh,
available.
I don't want you call me
Oh.
Big Daddy.
How much does it pay?
Easy pasta bill.
It's very specific. People that need to apply for it.
Your resume is not going to make the cut.
I got it. All right, here we go.
Requirement 1, melanin.
All right, back to Sporcle. Movie by romantic rivals. Your next one. Amy Adams, Jennifer Lawrence. Amy Adams, Jennifer Lawrence. I can tell you, this is not a rom-com.
The Hunger Games.
Oh, I know it. It is.
American Hustle.
Yeah,
That's
what
a
it
good
is.
movie.
By the way, when you first said Amy Adams, I was thinking of Fat Amy.
Oh, yeah.
Amy Adams can look the best or worst in every movie.
Yes.
It's unbelievable. Night bitch.
Next one. Meryl Streep, Goldie Hawn. Meryl Streep, Goldie Hawn.
Ex-Wives Club.
No.
Death Becomes Her.
That's it.
Colin Firth, Hugh Grant.
4 Weddings and a Funeral.
Notting Hill.
Good guess.
Bridget Jones's Diary.
I'm out on Colin Firth.
A
Not a fan.
I don't think I was ever in.
You know, yeah, but I'm saying like
lot of girls love him.
Hugh Grant.
It's wild.
In.
Oh, yeah.
Colin Firth out.
Ben Affleck, Josh Hartnett.
Pearl Harbor.
Mike. This has an asterisk. Mike Myers, John
Shrek.
Lithgow. Galvin and Pap. We're halfway there.
Gio is not on the board. He has a total of 0 points. Galvin has 2, and Michael is your leader right now. He's winning with 5.
Oh.
All right, movies by romantic rivals. Your next one, Isabella Rossellini, Laura Dern.
Black Velvet.
Blue Velvet.
Galvin.
Burn.
Robin Williams, Pierce Brosnan,
This is Outfire.
Mike.
So good.
Drive-by fruiting.
John Cusack, Tim Robbins. John Cusack, Tim Robbins. Romantic rivals in what movie?
Oh, God. It's the one where he works in the record store.
High Fidelity.
Yep. Damn it.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know that.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good movie.
Jason Schwartzman, Bill Murray.
The one in Japan. What is that movie called?
Jason Schwartzman,
It's not
Bill
that one,
Murray.
It's the other one, and I can't. Oh, Rushmore.
Yes.
Yeah. I was like,
That's
Roosevelt. No, it's Rushmore. There we go.
Rushmore,
All right.
Galvin. Lawrence Oliver,
Olivier.
Lawrence Olivier.
Laurence Olivier, Michael Caine. Why is there an R in there?
Because that's how you pronounce it.
Gosh, Olivier and Michael Caine.
Sleuth. Jason Segel, Russell Brand.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Galvin. Robert De Niro, Joe Pesci.
Goodfellas. No.
Casino.
Gio on the board. Owen Wilson, Bradley Cooper.
Wedding Crashers.
Galvin. Glenn Close.
Fatal
and
Attraction.
Galvin. And Pap. We are on the last 3.
Gio has 1 single point on the board. Michael has 6, and Galvin is your leader by 1. He's winning with 7.
Oh man, that hurts me in the belly again.
You're so contagious.
Movies by romantic rivals. Last 3. Here we go. Tobey Maguire, James Franco.
Spider-Man.
Mike. Lindsay Lohan.
Mean Girls.
Damn
Mike.
Oh no, what's happening?
Hold on. What do you have? 8? And I have 7 now?
Yes.
So I need this
that's
one.
correct.
All right.
Am I out?
No, you're still in.
Okay.
You can
Just shut up.
block.
Oh yeah.
All right, and your last one, movies by romantic rivals. George Clooney, Andy Garcia.
Ocean's 11.
Ocean's 12.
Ocean's 11, Geo.
Oh, yeah. That was the Andy Garcia. You're right. Damn, what happened?
Did I win?
No.
What just happened?
You
Your
did
final
not win.
score. Gio with 2 points
Hell
on the
yeah.
board.
Mm.
Galvin with 7, and Michael is your triumphant champion today. He won with 8.
Ooh. Gio did that to you.
Yeah.
Good morning. Who is this?
Cody.
Cody?
Yes, sir.
What's up, buddy? How are you doing?
Good. How are y'all doing?
What do you do for a living, Cody?
I work in construction. I actually work up here in Tampa.
Got a real man's job right there. Out there in the hot sun doing real work. We appreciate you. I'm going to put you on hold. Carmen will grab you during the break, and we'll hook you up with a prize. All right, buddy?
All right. Thanks. Have a good one.
Thank you, Cody. Appreciate you listening. We got to take a break. Calvin, what do we have coming up in news?
Coming up in news today, we have Fat Fingers,
Hey.
the old reclog, and loyalty test.
All right, take a quick break. Come right back. Galvin's got your news. We'll do it next on 102.5 The Bone. Go to events and look for 50 Cent. 50 Cent's going to be at Lucan's in Midtown this Sunday, signing bottles of his new alcohol. I think I'm going to go down there. I'd like to meet 50 Cent.
Yeah.
I think that'd be cool.
Sure.
Plus, I have this collection of great
Signed bottles.
signed bottles that people who have been to Lucan's. Mark Wahlberg, Scottie Pippen. It'd be pretty cool. Anyway, if you'd like to meet 50 Cent, you can go and get your tickets. You can go and buy your way in, or you could win your way in by simply going to theboneonline.com in the events section, and you could register for a chance to win there.
Now
That is-
you
yes.
meet 50 Cent.
Kiss him right in the mouth.
No, what do you refer to him? How do you talk?
I don't think I say anything. I
No,
don't
just
think
nice to meet you.
Yeah, I go, hey, nice to see you. Like I'm gonna be honest. I'm scheduled to go on Sunday, and it'll be a Joey Calta game day decision. If he wants to go, then I will go. If he's like, I don't know, we'll see how I feel. You know what I
Because
mean?
his name is 50 Cent with the number.
50,
Right. But most people call him 50.
50.
But do you call him Mr. Cent? Do you call him
Know what I call him?
What?
Big Daddy.
Oh.
No.
Do you call him Curtis?
I do
Real
not.
name Curtis James?
I used to love.
Oh, yeah.
Mr.
Used to
Jackson.
love when people that I was around that
Or
went
Curtis Jackson, you're right. Sorry.
that I went by that went by the stage names, either wrestling names or rock and roll names
Mhm.
or radio names, and people would come up and they'd go, "Hey, nice to see you, Terry," or whoever they were
Yeah.
talking to. You're like, okay, but I don't know. There's so many. There's so much.
Oh,
of
I
that.
used to love whenever you were a cowhead and people would go,
Oh.
"Hey, Mike, what's it?"
Yeah.
Oh, you got me.
It's weird. I think I've talked about the evolution of this before, but I don't care. People now come up to me and they go, "Hey, Cowhead." Oh, sorry. Oh, you're not offending me. I went by that name for 20 years or 10 years. It doesn't matter to me.
You know who still calls you cowhead every time we're
Bert.
talking? Bert and
Melanie Martin. Hold on. Don't tell me. Bert, Melanie Martin, and John Brennan.
John Brennan.
John Brennan.
Oh,
Yeah.
I pointed out to him. I go, you still call him cowhead? That's so funny.
When
I
he
called
talks to me, he calls me Mike.
I called you cowhead, and Tony even texted me. He goes, "When are you gonna start calling him Mike?" And I go, "After the roast."
Right.
I go, "After the roast, I will switch, and it'll be Mike Calta because he's putting the cowhead name to rest, and that's gonna be done." And since then, always Mike.
Yeah. You're like my dad. The day that my sister was born, he quit smoking.
Yeah.
That was it. That was the cutoff.
Just
There you
cold
go.
turkey.
Cold turkey. Go strong with it. I don't care if you see me in public and your first urge is to say cowhead. It doesn't offend me. I am happy to talk to you.
Sure.
It's the people who say it with a twist on it, like they're trying to annoy me. Isn't that right? Cowhead. They make it all breathy and sexy when they say it.
Whoa.
But no. I went from cowhead to not to Mike, which is what I thought. I went to Calta. People call me Mike Calta now more than they call me. They go, "Hey, Calta." Nobody says, "Hey, Mike." Isn't that weird?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't get a lot of Mikes. I get a lot of Caltas.
Probably because Mike is such a
Common name.
Common name, yeah.
That's why I wanted to name my son Darth.
Yeah.
But instead, we have Joey.
It's funny because when I was up in Louisville, just for a little while, I was doing a show and it was just me. It was just me. So it was Galvin in the morning, and people used to call me Galvin in the morning.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they'd be like,
when you did that, did you have like a news person or
no?
anything? It was just you and
me.
music.
Yeah, it was pretty miserable.
How many songs?
I think it was like 8 songs.
Yeah,
maybe more. Because it was a music station.
Right. No, it's not a bad thing. That's what, But
like I would pop on with phone calls. I would pop on with, dumb stories, whatever this, that. But when they got me there, they said that they were going to have somebody else. They were going to bring somebody in with me and stuff, but they didn't. And I was only there for 8 months.
What is the move? I don't know. I was going to say, what's the move, but I don't know. Maybe. What would you do if I said to you tomorrow I'm retiring? What would you do?
I don't know.
Like if they said stay here and do this show, would you want to do that, or would you try to do something different?
I don't know. I probably stay in radio, but there are other things that I would go, maybe I would do that.
Yeah.
Listen, before I started working in the nightclub, or actually during while I was working in the nightclub, I've always wanted to have my own pizza place.
Right. I know that.
And it's something that I know that I could do, and I could do very well because I worked in pizza places and I did very well with it, and I know what I'm doing. And I think I could get a small place and be successful with the pizza place. So that may be the catalyst where I go, Mike's retiring. Time to try the pizza place.
Galvin
and try and do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's so funny is I thought about that, like whether I would.
Oh, you got Italian up
my name, Galvinini's or
you
something.
You got to even throw New York Galvinini's New York Italian pizza.
Yeah.
The guy hadn't been to New York 3 times in his life. He's got to get Italian pizza.
Once.
Yeah.
Once.
Yeah. It's like I'm telling you right now, the best pizza in New York are made by Indian guys.
Yeah.
In Italian pizza places in New York.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was just thinking about that the other day because we're not getting any younger, and this industry is certainly changing. And what is the evolution? What is next? Like I don't know that if I lost this job, I still do this anymore. Like I think.
But what do you do?
I don't know. I do something, Carmen. I'm not in a position where I could just be like, well, I'm rich and retired now. I know you like to think that, but I would probably have to work in some capacity. But I don't really know what it is that I would do.
Right, but that's the thing. Like you lose this job tomorrow, you have a little bit of
nest egg.
A nest egg that you don't have to go into immediately working.
I also have a wife who has a full-time job.
Right.
So,
can you guys afford your lifestyle on her salary?
She pulls in some good glue.
Yeah.
She's got a master's degree. It must bother her for all these years that I've made the money and she's the one that went to all that school.
But I'm just saying, can you continue your lifestyle on just her salary alone, or you'd have to pick up a job?
Like for instance, with her salary, what's the level of ice maker you're getting? Yeah.
We could probably still have the same ice maker, but we'd only have one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
That'd probably be it. Yeah.
Oof.
That's a struggle.
We may have to sell a refrigerator or two.
Yeah.
Wow.
But we'd find a way to survive, I think. Carmen, the other good thing is that you have to realize is that this house that I'm in right now, I just have you seen that new commercial where the guy goes to confession and he says to the priest, "Forgive me, Father. I think I did something wrong." And he goes, "What?" And he goes, "This can't possibly be right. I just took this car and it's for a car that's for sale, and he got it so cheap he thinks it's something wrong with it."
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how we got this house. We stole this house.
I know.
We
I've
watched
Zillowed it.
I
know how much you paid.
Yes.
Oh, and everybody does. I mean, look, there's no hiding. It's just,
Carmen knows the square footage.
Yeah. Listen, that is my favorite thing to do when I'm driving around. Or like Chad and I, like when we were on our road trip, the whole time I had Zillow open and I was just seeing how much houses cost. While I was passing them, I was like, "Oh, we could afford this. Oh, we could move here."
See, you know what? My move is not that. My move is I don't care how much they paid for it. I want to know who owns that house. Like sometimes I pass houses in here that are 4 times the size of my house, and I go, "Who is that?"
Yeah.
There's got to be somebody.
I wonder what
athlete.
they do. I'm like, what the hell does that guy do?
There are certain guys like Tristan Wirf's house is moderate. Like it's nice. It's a nice house. It's in a very private location, and it looks nice. but he did not waste all his money.
I imagine he's going to be upgrading soon, though.
But he may not.
Maybe
he may
not,
be like,
yeah.
the smart thing is to, hey, let's keep this money till we retire. Then we'll buy something nice.
And there's like some people, like, think about it. He's on the road a lot. Like, yeah, he lives in Tampa, but he, games and this and that and stuff. Why spend a bunch of money on getting a giant house that you're barely ever at?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, think about it though. I mean, for the most part, that's only 16 weeks out of the year. The rest of the year is here.
but I'm sure when
That's not even. That's 7 of those weeks or 5 of those weeks.
Right,
For the
but
most part, he's here.
But I'm sure during the off season he travels.
Yeah,
he goes
yeah.
see his family. He goes up to his college. He
That
has
might be
camps. You know what I mean? Like, again, like when you're in that type of industry, you travel a lot. So, and if you won't, and I think he just had his first kid. It's not like he has 5 kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think a lot of people, the practical house is better than a big house.
I feel like if
empty
I was
house.
a young football player and they just gave me like $30 million, I'd be like, let's buy a monster. I was watching Joey Fatone the other day from the back InSync. Which one is he in? InSync.
Yep.
And he said that he bought a house. His first house was like $400,000, and then he spent $600,000 upgrading the house.
Yeah.
He's like, he said, I put $100,000 theater in my house, built out like a Star Wars room with a Death Star and everything. And he's not lying, because I tried to buy that Death Star when he sold that house. He's like, I wasted more money on that house. But you gotta imagine he's got plenty of cash for the rest of his life.
Oh, probably.
Right?
And plus,
InSync
you come into money when you're like, 20 years old.
Yeah.
Well, no, they said that was like part of that pop band thing that was on Netflix.
Right.
He was stealing the money.
Well,
Lou Ferrell?
basically all those guys, like, they didn't make anything. And after like the first or second year, they started realizing like, hey, we're touring, we're doing all these things. Where is our money?
Yeah.
And that's why majority of them break up, because they realized that Lou Pearlman was taking all their money and, having a hot air balloon company and this and that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But that's
it's smart to have somebody always overlooking everything you do.
They're saying, according to the internet, it says that Joey Fatone is worth about $14 million.
See, it should be way more.
Yeah, but
You would
he
think.
has Joey's meats or
Fat ones, the hot dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like he probably made a lot of money off of that and off of other investments.
The good thing about being famous is people have you be the face of their thing. So
Sure,
Yeah.
he'll always have something to cash in.
yeah,
on.
like I don't even know whether he owns that hot dog thing or whether he's like their person and he gets a percentage of it.
Right.
Just
Business
because
partner.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, good luck, Joey. I hope you'll be okay with that
I think he
$14
should
million.
be fine.
800-771-1025. Roger, good morning. You're on the Mike Calta Show.
Hey, good morning, Mike. Good morning, Galvin. I went to your store yesterday on the computer. I want to go get a couple of the Two Bear muscle shirts,
Yep.
and they didn't have anything listed larger than
So
2X. And I'm 6'4",
they do. It'll go all the way up to 5X, I believe. But let me find out for you today, Roger. I will see if I can get an answer before the end of the show. If you go to caltastore.com and click on men's or women's and scroll all the way down, you'll see the option for the Two Bears shirt. And there is a sizing thing. I'll find out for sure for you today. If you want to, you see it, Galvin?
I'm looking at it right now. He's right. It only goes up to 2XL on here. So
Right.
I don't know if
I
there's...
will get that. I will get that taken care of for you. Give me 24 hours.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right,
See
pal.
you there.
Thank you.
Real quick, you were talking about Joey Fatone and making
Wait,
money.
let me just tell
Oh,
everybody that if you go to caltastore.com, if you're going to be walking in the Two Bears 5K, which is happening May 4th over at Raymond James Stadium, and you want to be on Team Calta, you can go get your T-shirts there. That's what Roger was talking about, for those of you who don't know. If you go to caltastore.com and you go on the T-shirts, you got to click on the men or the women and then go in the shop and tool around. You'll find it. They're on there. For some reason, we're having a problem where we can't get them on the front page. And but they're there. I went and I've ordered one. I've checked it all out to make sure it works. Everything is good. And we've had quite a few go out already. There's going to be a nice size team. It would be nice to get a nice group picture of everybody in their white T-shirts. It's the Mike Calta Show logo with the Two Bears behind it. And I would love to get a couple hundred people in the shot together.
Yeah.
And then a couple of bodies laying on the ground after the race. Yes, Carmen.
I do have a question.
Oh, yes, dear.
Because I know we're buying the shirts white.
Yes.
What are the rules of maybe like tie-dyeing them?
You can do whatever you want with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't wear white.
Listen,
I'm letting you know that now.
I can't wear white either, but nobody wants to run in black. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And I thought the thing that would stand out the most would be a group of white shirts,
Right.
So, but no, do whatever you want with it. That's fine.
Okay,
Yeah.
I just know, like me myself, I can't wear white. I will get food on it instantly. I don't know what it is. I cannot.
Carmen, I've never seen a piece of food pass your mouth.
I don't know what it is, but when I wear white, it is attracted to that, shirt, whatever it is. I can't wear white because there will end up getting food on it.
All right.
What's better to wear? Because we're all like, oh, white, we're wearing white, whatever. What's better to wear, white or like a bright neon yellow?
Yeah, I mean, I guess something like that. But I'll tell you, Galvin, I'm not making these shirts to make money off of them. And the problem is that when you start changing color and print on both sides and do all that, now the T-shirt price goes up to $50 for a T-shirt. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying as far as wearing, because everyone's like, oh, I can't wear white.
Yeah.
I mean,
tie dyeing it is really simple and easy.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't care any of that. So make it your own. Put stickers on it. I don't know, whatever you kids do. Cut it up. Sexy it up for the girls. Half shirt it.
One of my favorite things to do, it's just for me, it just makes me laugh, is whenever I spot somebody, if we're in a restaurant or we're in somewhere where there's a bunch of people and stuff and I'm hanging around with other people and I see somebody with one of those super bright yellow or orange neon shirts, whatever, I turn to the person that's with me and I go, my buddy Brian's supposed to be here. He said he's going to wear an orange shirt. Let me know if you see him. It just makes me laugh. I love it because it stands out so much that they immediately look around the room and they go, Jesus Christ. Did you see, has anybody been watching the docuseries on Netflix about the family that got on YouTube? And they have the kids.
No, I know what you're talking about, but I haven't watched it.
So it's called Devil in the Family, The Fall of Ruby Frank.
This is the one where they kept them prisoner?
Yes.
They're like foster parents or something?
No, they're not.
No, they
were
real
their
kids.
Yeah, and I think they're Mormons. And they start doing YouTube stuff. And this lady is like, if she lived next door to you, you'd be like, oh, she's a pretty lady.
Right.
And she's got kids and her husband and this and that with her. And they start doing YouTube stuff, and it's so fake because they have all the footage. And we've all done it whenever we're cutting commercials or we're doing stuff, and you're talking like this. And I messed that up, blah, blah, blah. And they go, and so they show all the cutout stuff, but it's like her filming something, and you hear the kids, and she goes, if you don't shut up, and like starts yelling at them, and then you see the real side of her.
Yeah.
But they, the husband's talking about it, and I don't know what all is going on because I'm in who I thought they were going after. They went after somebody else, but they also went after this person. So there's still stuff that needs to be figured out. But they're talking about it, and he goes, I couldn't believe it. We got our first paycheck like from YouTube. And he goes, it was $87. And it was like, okay. And then the next one was $340. And the next one was this. And he goes, and then we were making $100,000 a month.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to do that.
On YouTube?
I'd like to do that on YouTube.
Listen
Please
to me.
go follow the Mike Calta Show on YouTube. I'd like to do that.
Listen
Like
to
and
me.
sub, everybody.
If I'm making $100,000 a month on YouTube, I'm yelling at those damn kids.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Get
hitting
your
those
act
kids.
together.
But she also, it came out and, watch it because it is interesting. I'm not all the way done with it, but that she would give the kids $10 per video, making $100,000. But they're kids.
For kids, yeah.
Right. They're kids. But also, don't you put like
money away from
money?
them.
Yeah, which I don't know whether she was doing, whatever. I'm sure we'll find that all out. But like, here's $10. You're a kid.
Right.
Here's $10. And then also, whatever 100 or 500 goes into a bank account for you or something. Yeah. But it's interesting. It's called Devil in the Family, The Fall of Ruby Frank. It's on Netflix. Or no, I'm sorry. It's on Hulu.
Hulu.
It's on Hulu. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I saw the previews for it, and my wife, of course, has watched it and filled me in on it. So
did she already finish it?
I don't know if she finished it, but she told me about them being in cages and stuff. And yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes I wonder if maybe we're a little too lenient with our kids. You know what I mean? If we're not making $100 grand a month off of YouTube,
Right? Yeah.
So Joe,
Yes.
maybe I started putting you in a cage.
All right.
Get those subscriptions up.
For $100,000 a month, Michael, I'll go in the cage.
Listen to me. We got 13,000 subscriptions on YouTube. It doesn't do anything if you like and subscribe it. It just adds you to our subscription list, and it'll alert you when we have something new on there. That's it. And it would help us out greatly. If we don't get 15,000 by the end of the day, I'm putting Joe in a cage until Monday.
Oh, no.
Yep. Sorry, Joe.
And then you
The
can just
price you
leave the
pay.
camera on him.
Yep.
Right.
And people
Yeah.
have to like and
Live.
subscribe you in the cage.
Yeah.
All right.
That's it.
Okay.
Thank you,
Live
Joe.
lock cam.
All right.
All right, time to check in with Galvin. He's got today's news.
And now, News with Galvin on the Mike Calta Show.
What do we have in news today, Galvin?
Today's top story, King Charles had to be hospitalized amid his cancer battle. King Charles spent a short period of time in the hospital yesterday after experiencing temporary side effects during his cancer treatment. The king returned to Clarence House, where he said is to be continuing to work on state papers and making calls from his study. He has canceled a tour of Birmingham for today, acting on medical advice.
I feel like King Charles should be said more. Like I feel like we heard Queen for so long that we forget that there's a King Charles.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like they should. If I were him, I'd be doing more to get in the news.
Do we know who has? Oh, I do. Okay, I thought I did. I have King Charles.
You do?
Yeah, I have King Charles.
So,
he was an original pick.
If he goes down, then that makes his son, his eldest son, not the Meghan Markle one, the other one,
William,
and then the other one's Harry.
Right.
Yes. William would become king at such a young age.
Yeah, which that would be a long
not
reign.
since the Queen have we had a young queen like that. I mean, she was a kid,
but she was like 18.
Yeah.
I think
she was really
15.
young.
Oh, even younger. Okay.
Maybe, I don't know. I'm guessing.
Oh,
I don't pay attention a lot. No, I thought she was kind of young. I thought she was younger than 18. I could be wrong, Carmen. But yeah, this will be the first time. I wonder if that kid's even. I mean, I would say ready for it, but pretty much he's been prepared his whole life for it. I would bet he's very ready for it.
So she became queen 1952.
Oh, we gotta do math.
Yeah, hold on a second.
Stand by.
Oh, I got it. She was 25 years old.
Really?
I was
Yeah.
way off, huh?
Okay.
But still very young to be.
Well, he's probably in his 30s, right?
40s.
Is he 40?
Yeah, because he has like kids and stuff.
I mean, he's
that
got
are,
70-year-old's hair.
Yeah, well, he started losing that in his 20s. But
Yeah.
no, I'm pretty sure.
That's not so young. 40s. I thought he was way younger than
He
that.
is 42. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And what is his title? What is William's title?
He's the Duke.
No.
His brother is a Duke.
I don't know.
He's a Earl.
No.
Oh.
He's Prince.
Yeah.
Oh, duh.
Duh. Prince of
Darkness.
Prince of Wales.
No. Wales. Carmen got it.
I was gonna say. Well,
I did watch that
Charles
show.
was Prince of Wales forever.
The Crown.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
That was a
really
great show.
good.
I'm gonna rewatch it because there's a lot of stuff. Like it's just packed with information and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So
He's the king of England.
Right.
He's the Prince of Wales.
Uh-huh.
His brother is the Duke of Ellington.
Duke of Earl.
Duke of Earl.
No, I don't know that to be fact. Let's see. Harry is
I don't know what he is.
I thought they tried to kick him
Earl
out,
of
though.
Foot.
They
because
did.
of Meghan
Duke of
Markle.
York.
The Duke of York.
Nope. Well, yeah. So
The Earl of
No.
Sandwich.
stop.
wait.
He's the Duke of Sussex. She's
Hello.
the Duchess of Sussex.
Okay.
Yes.
I
Duke
get
of
up in our
Dutch.
Sussex.
But I thought they gave that up. I thought technically they were
he
like,
moved
we don't
here,
want,
didn't
Didn't they have
we don't
to?
want a title.
Oh,
No,
Harry remains prince and is fifth in line to the throne.
After
The couple
Prince
keep-
William's kids.
The couple. Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. That you get screwed over
That's
on
why
that.
he's
huh?
like, I'm out.
So the couple keep their Duke and Duchess of Sussex title, but no longer addressed as his or her Royal Highness.
Interesting.
Okay.
I
yeah,
saw Game of Thrones. I know how this works.
Carmen's right. There are a lot of rules.
Yeah.
And then I know like Megan now has like a show on Netflix where she's cooking and trying to basically be like Martha Stewart, you know, and she's
Listen,
all
I give her a chance.
Yeah.
Good. She's so pretty to watch. I don't care what she's doing.
She's
Yeah.
she's so pretty. She ruined the royal family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, she did.
That's why they hate her so much.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I mean, like, did she ruin it, or did Diana ruin it when she had sex with her bodyguard and made Harry?
No, that's how they killed her.
I mean, a 23andMe can handle that in 2 seconds.
or did Prince or King Charles ruin it when he was messing around
Banging
with
with
Camilla?
Camilla?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That wolf face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Neither one of nobody
Which is
in that
he
family
still
is
with
pretty.
her?
Yes.
Yes. But like, yeah, basically after she died, he like married her like a week later.
Yeah,
You
well,
know,
they were. It was longer than that, but they were dating
Yeah.
for a long. You know, they were having an affair for a long time. Everybody
Right.
kind of knew about it. But also, Diana was supposed to be banging the guy with the red hair that was her security guard.
Mm.
If you're that guy, you're really rolling the dice.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they'll off with your head.
Sure.
But they lived like in the Crown, this is how it was, brought up. Basically, like they lived separate, Diane and Charles.
Yeah.
Like even while they were married, even like before they got divorced, they lived separately. Like they hated each other.
Yeah, and they didn't want to have them divorced. Like everybody else was like, no, you can't get divorced.
Yeah, because then you can't be king.
Right.
That was the thing, because those were the rules back then. Like if you had, because what's their religion? But basically, like he couldn't remarry without her dying.
Right.
And then,
she died.
Well, yeah, so she died, so he could remarry. But they were gonna say like he couldn't become
interesting for a conspiracy theory.
Yeah,
he couldn't become king without getting married, because no one would trust a solo male to rule the Yeah, so no one would trust it, so that's why she had to die.
By the way, there's your rom-com, Single King.
Single King would be great. Russell Brand as Single King.
It just shows you how he was brought up in that and doesn't know the outside world and the working class and that is because whenever King Charles was signing the stuff, remember when he was becoming king and he was signing papers and there was something on the desk and he goes, get it out of here. Get it away from me. Yeah. Gross. Take it away.
Little pansy.
The Tampa Bay Rays, raise up, are ready for opening day today as the Rays take on the Colorado Rockies at 4:10 p.m. The organization held a kickoff event on Wednesday to introduce Steinbrenner Field to the public. The decision to move the Rays home to Steinbrenner Field was made after Tropicana Field. The roof was destroyed by strong winds during Hurricane Milton. Some new projects include new broadcast cables, new umpires compound, an expanded visitors clubhouse, and upgraded Wi-Fi. The Rays say that they have installed 3,000 pieces of Rays branding that will stretch a mile long. Some of those logos have been put at center field on top of the stadium bowl in the hallways leading to the seating area.
Can't bury that facade, though, at the top of the stadium, can you?
Also retired numbers in the George Steinbrenner statue will remain along with Yankees logos on seating aisles and stuff.
Yeah.
Yankees branded stores will be replaced with Rays team shop.
It's crazy now.
Steinbrenner Field will house up to 10,000 fans for game day.
It's 3,000 more than they usually get for games. That's insane.
Yeah. Do we know? Is it sold out yet or no?
Yes, I believe it is sold out.
All right.
Took a minute.
Well, people were complaining that the ticket prices were so much more than,
of course,
because it's a smaller.
You're practically allowed to play third base,
right? So that they were saying that was part of the reason it wasn't selling out was because the ticket prices were 3 times what they usually are.
But you tell me if the Yankee Stadium is destroyed and the Yankees have to play in the Staten Island Yankee Stadium that holds 12,000 people, that every game would be sold out in a second.
You can't compare the Yankees to the Rays.
No, you definitely cannot.
Yeah, I mean,
definitely cannot.
They've been around for hundreds of years.
That is a watermelon to a kumquat.
Oh,
wait.
Right.
Who's the watermelon?
I don't know.
Okay. Jake Gensel and Oliver Bjorkstrand scored 2 goals each, and Vasilevsky made 25 saves for his 6th shutout of the season. And the Tampa Bay Lightning routed the Utah Hockey Club 8-0 last night.
That's right. You heard right. There's a hockey club in Utah.
Yeah.
Can you believe that?
Braden Point, Kucherov, Victor Hedman also scored for Tampa Bay, which won its second.
We scored so many goals. Pete scored a goal while he was watching the game.
Won its second in a row and has won 5 of its last 7 games. Kucherov also had 3 assists. It was the 4th time this year Tampa Bay has scored 8 goals in a game.
Wow.
How do you like that?
The big thing was Sergachev was coming back. It was his first time back at Amalie Arena.
Yeah,
a lot of people were
there.
there. I saw Ryan Callahan was there. Nate Thompson was there. Pete put a picture up with those guys. Old Teethy is back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good to see everybody in the house.
Yeah, Sergachev played for the Utah Hockey Club, which they played just a couple days ago, and Utah beat the Lightning 6-4. So you knew this was probably going to be a high-scoring game. Didn't know it was going to be all Lightning goals, though. Yeah, blanked him 8-0, which was unbelievable. Speaking of hockey, Sidney Crosby broke Wayne Gretzky's NHL record with his 20th season, averaging a point per game.
Oh.
Yeah, so good for him. And then Gretzky, sorry, buddy, all your records are going away.
It doesn't matter.
No, yeah, I mean, he's still the great one.
I mean, it doesn't matter because if you think of all the accomplishments that Gretzky had in the time that he played, and like I saw this thing done scientifically one time, that Wayne Gretzky is by far the greatest athlete we've had in our lifetime. Not Like
statistically,
ever.
yeah.
Because as great as Michael Jordan was, as great as Babe Ruth was, as great is because he got to these goals so much quicker than all these other athletes, and he did it. Like we talked about the other day when they were playing with no helmets. You know what I mean? Like when the rules were
shorter
different.
amount of time.
Shorter time.
I mean, you have these guys that are playing, so long. It's unbelievable. So now Ovechkin has 889 goals and is currently sitting at 6 goals away from Gretzky's record for that.
I think if you're Gretzky, you want to see that in your lifetime. You want to see somebody who's the next guy.
Yeah.
Carmen, how did you feel when your record was broken at the high school?
I didn't care. I thought it was cool. You know what I mean? Because it lasts.
How long did you hold it?
16, 17 years.
Wow.
Pretty good.
Yeah, so that's a good run, but it would have been nicer if I could have said 20. Because now I just have to say over 15 or almost 20. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to say 16 years. That sounds.
Did they take your picture down and everything?
They never put it up.
Oh, I thought there was a picture or
Nope.
a news
The
article.
name.
Yeah, there was a news article, but the school never acknowledged it.
What?
Because the woman's record that I broke, she was the worst.
Oh.
But anyway, she was just very involved in the small town that I lived
Wow.
in. She was married
all about
to
politics.
Yeah, basically, she was married to the mayor. She didn't really like me. No one really liked me and my family
If you're the record-
in that
Why?
town.
Why was because your
What'd
mom
you
was
do?
the whore?
Oh my God, what is
No,
wrong
I'm asking.
with you?
I didn't say she was. I'm asking
The
if that
town
was the reason.
floozy?
No, just
Was your mom like the Jolene of the town?
No, it had nothing to do with my mom. But anyway, no, they just
Was
whatever.
it your Mima?
Nope.
Why didn't they like you? Oh, because your mom married a Mexican.
No. Oh
Yeah.
my
Why?
God.
Why, man? You're not being forthcoming with the information I'm trying
Yeah,
to get.
because you're just rude
All
and
right,
you don't
I'll
know how to
just
shut up.
I'm sorry. I'll shut up. Go ahead. Why didn't the town like you?
I'm not telling you.
Oh,
You blew
there's a reason,
Yeah.
right? Because Holly was slutty.
Oh, yes.
Oh, that's
Did
the
Holly
reason
sleep with
the
the
town
mayor?
liked him.
Yeah.
No, anyway.
Wait. Why? You got to tell us why.
You know, I don't know why we always, and then you're like, oh yeah, don't talk about that. Every time.
Don't talk about it.
Just you know. Do you know?
I don't know what you're talking about.
None of us know what you're talking about.
Okay. Well,
Can you give us a little hint?
you don't listen.
I don't. I have. You realize I'm ingesting 4 hours of information over the last 30
I can
years.
remember stuff that you give me.
All right, but I remember in spurts.
How much does Mike's house cost?
Yeah. It was just, my Holly had a lot I
Okay, that's all you got to say.
There you
It's
go.
Holly's fault.
I know. Well, just shut up, and I would have said that a long time ago.
I'm sorry.
Tight.
Listen, you take one goddamn bikini picture, and all of a sudden you're a monster the next day.
No, listen, I'm just hungover and I'm tired.
Pasta
and
belly.
I don't want to be here.
You got pasta
I
belly.
have pasta belly. I want to take a nap.
Chad, hurry up and take this picture so I can eat this pasta.
I was up until 11:30.
Why?
Carmen, you're being a bit impossible.
Why were you up so late?
Oh, it's got to be birthday banging.
Yeah,
Oh,
birthday
birthday
banging,
banging.
and we
Yeah.
were just hanging out, enjoying each other, you know.
Maybe that's not pasta belly.
Mm.
So, yeah, we're just up late, enjoying my birthday.
A lot of Big Daddy going on.
Wow.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Thank
a
you.
Pennsylvania woman appears to have purchased an original Renoir
Oh.
dating back to the 1800s for a tiny fraction of what it's worth. The drawing now has the attention of prestigious institutes looking to certify it, and she walked away with it for $12.
Oh, wow.
She is a certified art appraiser, so she has an eye for it, and she was like, I think this might be something, paid $12 for it, but to be certain, she called a fellow art appraiser to make sure she wasn't getting ahead of herself. She said, quote, he looked it over and said he agrees with me, so he said, congratulations. If authenticated, it could sell. She bought it for $12, could sell for more than $1 million.
And what does she do with that?
Sell it.
You think she does, or is she such an art historian that she wants to give it to
Give
a
it to a
museum?
museum or
Blech.
something. Yeah, I
Did
don't
she
know.
buy just one or did she buy multiple?
They probably only had one.
What do you mean multiple?
I was just going through the article. It looked like that she had bought like several of them for $12 a piece. Maybe
Oh,
Like the artist.
When she
They
bought a whole
only-
collection?
Where does it say that? I only saw where it showed the one thing, and it's bought for $12.
No, I don't have the article in front of me. anymore.
Okay.
Oh,
You just said you were looking at the
Makes
article.
sense. I was looking at it when I was
He
setting it
literally
up.
is looking at the article.
I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I'm
He's just
telling
making
you
stuff
what I
up.
read. No, I'm not making it up.
Well, I
mean, it
didn't
was
see
more
it,
interesting
and you
with
don't
Joe's
see it
added
now.
a twist to it.
You got it?
What have we learned here?
Yeah, it said co-owner paid $12 for each of them.
Oh.
Yeah. She sold something special, but she may have bought more than one of them.
And then they only show one?
They only show one because I think maybe there was just one that was a Renoir.
Neat.
Oh, okay. So she bought a piece of
Other
garbage
paintings.
watercolor from some lady down the street and a Renoir. Which one's more important in this article?
Well, I think she may have thought that more of them were Renoirs.
Okay. Get back to me. You look into it and let us know.
All right.
How about this? USA Today did a story on loyalty testers. Do you know what that is?
I do not.
Loyalty testers are people you can hire to flirt with your significant other to see if they cheat on you.
Oh, I gotta tell you right now, when it comes to flirting, I'm out. I'm 100% flirting with. I'm flirting with ugly girls. I'm flirting with whoever's nice to me. I need that attention.
Flirting with guys.
I'm flirting with guys. You get a handsome guy that gives me a little twink. I'll see what he's up to. You know what I mean? I need attention at all times.
I gotta tell you, I'm nice. I'm not flirting. I'm not cheating. You get a girl calling me Big Daddy. I mean, I don't know what I can do.
It's hard to control. It's not your fault. It's beyond your control at that point.
I don't know what I can do.
Yeah.
Especially if I'm a horse at the time.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh. And if it's hot and there's lemonade to be had.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Carmen, flirting, you got to admit, in a relationship is when you're in a relationship, flirting with other girls is the next best thing to do, or guys, or whatever the case is.
So, yeah, but I would say, like, there is a level that you can cross.
Right.
Like,
I think anything physical is crossing it.
right. No, but even, like, I think, like, taking it past, like, your interaction.
How about
like,
this?
Like, you're at, like, a waitress, right? Like, you're out for dinner and you're waitress and you guys are just kind of flirty because you're with a group of guys.
100%.
But then if you go and follow her on social media and then you're messaging her, like, if you take it to that next level, if you take it outside of that interaction, that's where it starts to get too much.
What if instead of following her on like Instagram, I just follow her into the bathroom?
Yeah, no, that's
Right, so-
illegal.
A couple of months ago, I was at Frankie's Chop House.
Frankie started flirting.
Gorgeous girl came up to me and she said, "Can I take a picture with you? It sounds like it's going to be great, but I'm about to give you the 1-2 punch."
Mm-hmm.
She's gorgeous, young girl, and she's like, "Can I take a picture with you? My dad loves you."
Yes.
And I said, "Absolutely." So she sat down next to me. We took a picture together, and I said, "Put it up on the Instagram. Tag me. I'll
follow you."
Well,
that's a great move.
Yeah, tag me so I can follow you.
So I know where you live.
Great move.
There are several times in my life where I look at a girl and I say,
I'd like to follow her.
in a different world, I think I can get that girl.
Yeah.
I had zero chance of getting this girl. This is 0.0.
That's why you got to get that gram.
I wanted her to tag me on the show. I figured if her dad was liking it, she would have done it there. And then she followed me, and I followed her back immediately. I don't think that's cheating.
Right.
And the reason why I remember this is because she came up in my feed, and I went, "Who the hell is that?" And I go, "Oh, that's a hot girl." And but I never said a word to her after that.
But did you DM her?
No.
See, but again, or are you liking and commenting
No.
on
I
her
totally
pictures?
forgot about who she was until yesterday.
No,
Right.
You slapped a couple
Carmen.
links on there.
No. That's not
Listen,
saying
Carmen
I have
knows the
not
move.
fireballed other girls' pictures before.
Carmen knows the move. So here's what you do. And listen, you're clever, but you're busted. You go, my dad loves you. Take a picture. Absolutely. Take the picture. Make sure you tag me. She tags you. Then you have her Instagram so you know, and you slide into her DMs and go, "It was really nice to meet you. Thank you for taking a picture." Gauge how she returns it. "Oh, it was nice.
I wonder if
you smelled great." Or
Yeah.
no. Her
Like
saying
what
that,
she said. Okay.
yeah, she says that to you, or you looked really handsome, or wow, you have big hands, something like that.
This
and
may
then
take it to a next
Yeah.
level.
Yeah,
You're right. You're
And
right.
now we're off to the races.
Right.
Yeah.
Listen, full disclosure, I have fireballed girls who listen to the show that look good in their pictures. I feel like it's just being complimentary.
What is fireball?
Like send a little fire emoji.
Yeah.
So
You know.
well, so that was something for one of those roast shows, cheating, whatever,
Right.
that the other stations do. And it was my boyfriend left fire emojis on my best friend's Instagram post. Should I dump him? And I'm like,
How friendly are they? Like,
but that's what I'm saying. Like fire emoji, it just means like, hey, you look hot, but also, or you look good. You know what I mean? And that's just a easy way to say like, oh, you look fire, you look good. That's a very
Carmen,
common term.
Your bikini picture, I hearted.
Yeah.
Are we doing it now? What's happening?
No, but
okay.
so what I'm saying is like I think that's fine. Is you know what I mean? Like Chad will like comment on Ashley's pictures and stuff like that, and be like, "Oh, nice," you know what I mean? Like,
well, that's different because she's your friend,
right? But that was the situation.
If my wife had hot friends, I would do the same thing to her friends.
But that was the situation. The girl said, my boyfriend of 4 months commented on my best friend's picture with fire emojis.
Yeah, that's just being bitchy.
What about the peach emoji, eggplant emoji?
See, that's taking it too far.
Eggplant's too much.
Splashy water.
That's taking it too far. Or if they write it out, you look hot. You look sad. If you write it out,
that's worse.
That's worse. But if you use emojis.
Or, Carmen, if they DM you instead of doing it, because if they do it on your picture, it's public and people can see.
Right.
So she can see, oh, my boyfriend did a fire emoji on this girl on my friend's picture or whatever.
Right.
But if
just
he
being supportive.
if he was to DM her and say, God, you look so hot there, you know, then
that's inappropriate.
Right.
So there is a level to this, you know, what is it? Micro cheating is the term.
I can't buy into that micro cheating. Cheating is when you cross, like cheating is different levels because of what my wife expects me to be flirting with other girls because well, we've talked about this before. She's like, hey, no, she's like, hey, I know your personality, and B, I know what you do for a living. Well, but I'm one of those people. She knew who I was when we met. I'm in the middle of every crowd.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and yes, I'm totally talking to girls. She doesn't care about that. And the same way as if we were in a social function and she was entertaining, talking to guys, I don't care. I have full trust. I'm not worried about any of that stuff. But micro cheating is it's either cheating or not cheating.
No, but this is the thing because there is a different level. You can physically cheat with someone where you actually act, kissing, sex, whatever.
Cheating.
That's physically cheating. But you can emotionally cheat.
Yeah,
where
like
you're
if
giving
I'm
your
texting
time
you every night before I go to bed, and I'm like, I've been thinking about you today. That's crossing the line.
Right, and that is the micro cheating. That's the emotional cheating.
I think that's cheating.
But if you're giving someone else that attention and that energy, and you're not giving that energy and attention to your partner, then yes. But that's why they label it as micro cheating because technically people consider cheating the physical act.
So do you know what I do, Carmen? Any girl that flirts with me, I yell in her face. I don't think so, Jenny.
Yeah. I just
assume
smush them.
I just assume she has like some sort of recording device, glasses on her or something, whatever, contact lenses or filming me. So I just go, no way, Jenny, and then I poke her in both eyes.
Let me get some of that energy.
But like yesterday, like I know I don't have to, but yesterday I sent all my pictures to Chad and let him pick out the one that I posted.
Good girl.
Oh,
you know what I mean? I was like,
you are so whipped.
Yeah.
Well, also, I want his opinion because that's what the attention that I'm
you didn't
getting.
Say, which one do you like best? You're like, which one is it okay for me to put out?
Am I allowed to post this?
Yeah.
No, I said, hey, can I put? This is what I literally said. I was like, I'm gonna put out a thirst trap for my birthday. Is that okay?
Oh,
Laugh out loud.
God.
And then I sent him all the pictures. I was like, which one do you like? And I was like, okay, this one. He's like, yep, I like that one.
Did he see the bowl of pasta?
He's the one who brought it to me, Gio. So suck it.
Quick, hide that doorknob.
I'm just trying to see the process. What's going on behind the scenes?
I had chicken marsala, so I had a big piece of protein with my pasta, and I ate it for 2 different meals. I didn't just eat the one meal one time and continue eating. I ate my one meal was technically lunch and dinner.
I think that's great. Birthday.
It was my birthday.
Yes.
I don't know why. You are such an ass.
Don't
you
listen.
ruined
Carmen,
everything.
Do not let them bother you.
I know.
You earned this one.
I'm not being critical of this. I think it was a great choice.
I work out so much and so hard.
You earned it.
Yes, and I eat healthy. I'm eating yogurt ranch for God's sakes.
Yogurt ranch.
What is yogurt ranch?
You make ranch out of Greek yogurt, so it's lower in calories.
Low
But
ranch.
that would-
Yogurt ranch on like a salad.
Gotcha.
Yeah, or like my pizza. Like no, I use it for like my actual ranch, like dipping my pizza, veggies.
Well, that's
like,
healthy as long as you're dipping your pizza in it. By the way, Carmen, I think it's a great idea that you took that picture of you in a bikini so you can look back on it in 3 years when you're 400 pounds and you go, man, I used to look good.
Yep.
I used to be somebody.
I've been doing it all wrong. I didn't know you might put the Greek yogurt on my pizza.
It makes it like, But again, this is where my mindset, I have a better mindset because I can have one piece of pizza. I can't have half a pizza. You know what I mean? And if I have one piece with my yogurt ranch and then with a salad or some type of other protein, it's healthy and that's okay.
I'm dipping my deep fried Twinkie into dark chocolate. It's dark chocolate.
Oh, that's better for you.
I made date Snickers. They are delicious.
Oh, brother.
Get out of here.
You know what?
Carmen,
you're fat. I don't know why you're saying "oh brother" to me. You're the one who can't.
Did I say it?
You just said "oh brother" when I said that was you.
It was me.
That was you.
Yeah.
Oh, you said date Snickers.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
you said, brother, rolling your like.
I was because I couldn't eat that. I'd eat a real Snickers.
By the way, Carmen, that's racist. You shouldn't say you date Snickers.
No, that's not what I was saying.
Right. I would dip that in the Greek ranch.
Yeah.
Carmen, listen to me. I have to go to break because we're gonna be way late on news.
We have so much news left.
So, but I also want to take phone calls from ladies and find out if they would consider it cheating. Like there have been a couple of girls on this show that I know from social media, like just seeing pictures, like they like our stuff, we like their stuff, whatever. But that have like been working out and looking really hot, and they'll throw a fireball. If you think that that's cheating, I'd like to know. 800-771-1025.
I have a story for that specifically. That is something that happened, a situation with me that ties into this perfectly.
All right,
you guys are throwing a lot of fireballs.
Wow.
You guys.
Listen, they made emojis.
Gio,
they made emojis.
Also, you're the worst. Every Instagram whore and cam girl
Gio's been there.
That pops up, you follow them.
Funny thing, Carmen, I also have a story about Gio.
What?
Well,
All right.
All right, we'll take a quick break.
Yeah.
We'll
Story time. Story time next.
You may ruin Wesley Chapel like Holly ruined Michigan.
Wait,
It's the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone Show. Now, before we went to break, Galvin was doing a news story, and we started spiraling about talking about.
USA Today did a story about loyalty testers. It's people you can hire to flirt with your significant other to see if they'll cheat on you.
Yes, cheating is, in my mind, somebody who's been married for 22 years. 21 years. It was just past it last weekend. What did I get my wife for our anniversary?
Nothing.
What did she get me?
Nothing.
And that was perfect. She was in Orlando. I was asleep here. Seriously, in my opinion, as a grown adult man who's been married for over 2 decades now, the line of cheating is not drawn definitively. It is laid down between you and your spouse. Your relationship may be different from other people's relationship. What Galvin and his wife consider cheating may be different from what me and my wife consider cheating, may be definitely different from what Gio and his wife consider cheating. And what Carmen and Chad do in their own private lives is none of our goddamn business.
Yeah.
So all of these things that come into play, I feel like it's hard to say what you would consider cheating because you're not in that relationship.
And I will say this, I think the amount of time also dictates what you consider cheating.
What do you mean? The amount of time that somebody's been together?
If somebody's together for a year, it's probably a lot different if they've been together for 25 years.
Right. Because like you said, you and your wife have been married for 21 years. You following a girl on Instagram isn't a red flag, where if you just start dating somebody and you're 1 week in and they're following all these Instagram whores, that's probably a big red flag. You know what I mean?
I follow,
that makes sense.
On my show account, the Mike Calta Show, on Instagram, I follow a lot of whores. I don't interact with them. In fact, one of my favorite whores that I follow, this girl out of Texas, sent me a DM yesterday.
No.
Yes.
All I've
done is like her pictures.
No fireballs?
She sent me a DM. And do you know what it said? Hey, babe, are you interested in buying some content? And I was like, I didn't even write back now.
Definitely.
I just went,
well.
Would I like to see her naked? Sure. But I'm not giving anybody money for that
Anymore.
That's the one I got permission for.
We were talking about situations and DMing and doing all that kind of stuff. This happened when we played over at Daiquiri Shack. And I think I may have talked about this, but our friend Melissa Dawson was there. And I went up to her, and her husband was right there. And I said, hey, I wanted to let you know, and I didn't want to direct message you and be creeper on Instagram or anything. I said, but you look fantastic.
Well, I told her husband.
Right.
I go, I don't know what you're doing to her, but she looks fantastic.
And he's sitting right there, and my wife's there, and I said, I know you've been working hard at it and stuff and getting in shape and doing all. I go, you look great before, but you look even better now, like you're doing great, whatever. I say to her husband, I say, you look great too, but shut up. And so, yeah, but that's one of those things where I don't want to.
That's a compliment.
Run 100% a compliment, but also I didn't want to DM her that. Which I easily could have.
Because then it seems like it's a private thing.
It seems like I'm doing something a little shady.
I see, whereas me, I'd have no problem DMing that.
Well.
So it's different for each person. What I'm saying to you is, and Carmen, what do you think? So if a girl puts up a picture of herself in workout clothes and says, just got done to the gym and working my ass off or whatever, and I send her a little fire emoji, where do you stand on that?
I think, do you know them, or is this just some random chick?
I identify them as a listener of the show, but I don't really know them.
See, again, this is where it's a little different for us, but I do think that's okay.
Right. What if I said to somebody, hey, that's a nice shot. I bet your boobs are nicer.
If Chad did that, I would be pissed.
But it's not cheating.
But you doing that, but again, this is where we have that blanket or that umbrella. I do it for the show. I did it for the show.
But I'm being honest. I do it for the show. It could be a good excuse, but I'm being honest. I'd like to see boobs.
Like in legal terms, that's fruit of the poisonous tree. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's leading to something. You're opening the door.
It up.
Yeah, you're opening the door.
So at what point, as a woman, as a wife, as a girlfriend, do you start losing your ass? What makes you... What do you consider crossing the line? 800-771-1025.
I'll say it's probably different for everybody, like Carmen's saying.
Yeah. It is.
The time of relationship.
But I'm curious to see what a general consensus
But
is.
also, I just look at it this way. If you said that, and I'm using you as an example because you said that. Sure. If you said, it's a great picture, I bet your boobs look better. If Amanda, some guy had his workout thing, right, and she said, let me get a look at that hog.
Right.
Exactly. So it's the same exact thing. You'd lose your mind.
I'm a man.
But that's where it's different because, I'm funny guy. I'm on the radio. I make jokes.
Why do I have to sound like that?
Sounds exactly like that.
But that is
that's you.
But that is, but that's where that line is different.
Uh-huh.
Because like with Amanda, she's a professional, so that's not professional.
Mm.
But for you,
we're
funny.
She does operate on social media in a certain line because of her profession.
Can I fireball Amanda?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you know how many guys? Do you know how many guys do?
No.
Like that doesn't bother me.
That would make me so uncomfortable.
No, there are guys like Carmen, the guy I mentioned to you.
Yeah.
That cross the line and say things
Slide
inappropriate.
Because he's in the DMs. So I think that.
But there are a lot of guys in the DMs who just send fireballs, and I don't care about that.
Right.
I think I'm gonna start fireballing some
fireball?
I'm gonna
more
say,
often.
let me take a look at the other stuff. Right?
But I think the line is like Galvin said. Him going in her DMs seems like you're trying to be private.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it seem, once you start being sneaky and private,
it seems salacious.
That's when you start having problems. Or that's when I feel like you are doing something wrong.
I hate this saying, but this saying fits this perfectly. Perception is reality. Where we know what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of situations where
perception's reality because you think you know what I'm doing.
99.9% of the time when somebody's doing that, you know exactly what they're doing.
If you're saying
Carmen, you have had
what if you're a 50?
have had plenty of guys who said they're giving you a compliment or doing, but you know that they're waiting for your response to be like, is she gonna say something back that's gonna open the door?
Oh,
like I could go, oh, no, I didn't mean it that way, Carmen.
Yeah.
I was just saying da-da-da-da-da if you're offended or anything else. But I'm hoping that you will go, goddamn, let me take a look at that hog, you know.
So I get a lot of offers because people will be like, people will be like, I know you don't have an OnlyFans. Can I buy pics personally?
Oh,
you know what I mean?
And you don't sell.
And I do not sell, but I do always tell Chad because
because he might go get a good deal.
Well, no, like I've had
Chad's
someone
selling them.
I've had someone ask me just for feet pics. So I'm like, this isn't naked. I'm not you know what I mean? I'm not sending anything. It will just be my feet. And
Right.
he was willing to offer me like $20 a picture. And I was like, would you care? And he's like, hell no, make that money. I didn't do it. But again,
that blows my mind that people want to see people's feet.
Dude,
Right.
one of the best ever was there's a guy who I don't know how this situation went down, whatever, but it's a video of a girl and she looks like she can't be more than 21, 22. And she's laughing and her friend's filming it. And they're like stopped at a traffic light. And the guy just gives her money and she hands him her socks.
Oh,
and he's like,
my God.
thank you. And she's like, you're welcome. And she's laughing and holding up the money.
I had someone buy my sneakers before, like my tennis shoes.
So crazy to me.
And literally, and I'm like, I don't really care. So I just made him pay for what my next pair was going to be. You know what I mean?
Right. He
So I
bought the
didn't make
shoes
it-
right off your feet.
Right, basically. But yeah, I was just like, okay, I looked up, I found the pair that I was going to replace them with, and I was like, okay, this is how much I want. He's
So
like,
you
okay.
just got new shoes for old shoes.
Right.
Yeah.
Would you sell the socks too? Or is that
For
get
That's
weird?
more.
Yeah.
But that's also weird. But also, I'm not selling my underwear.
How much?
Yeah, there's a
I'm not.
There's a price.
There's a lie.
There's
Like,
a
that's
price.
Listen,
price.
Carmen, all you have to do is buy some underwear, put it on Carlos and Cowboy,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
put it in a bag.
Yeah.
Oh, I would be so mad. I would be
You
so
wouldn't
mad.
know.
Yeah,
You
you would know.
You don't think there's a difference between the scent of Carmen and the scent of two
I'm
chihuahuas?
sure there is, but you don't know.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't know.
Yeah, exactly.
But Carmen, you wouldn't do that? What's the price for that?
Ooh, for my panties?
I'd sell you my 3X bloomers tomorrow if the price is right.
Carmen,
think-
$500. Somebody
yes.
wants to buy your
100. Yeah, 100%.
$200.
I'll give you
Ooh,
three.
I-
I'll give you 350.
For
I'm
one
seeing where the
pair?
floor is.
Yeah.
$200?
For one-
$200, Carmen, for one pair.
Venmo instantly. Boom.
Oh, I think I got to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, 100.
I'm sticking with 2.
I'm not paying two.
I'll give you
$100.
130.
$100 for cheapo underwear. They don't have to be nice underwear.
Okay, fine. Yes, Galvin. I'll sell you my panties.
I knew you wanted them, Galvin.
What if I want you to? Can I pay actually if you just leave them at a gas station?
Wait, what?
I don't want to meet you. I just want to like have
Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Good morning. First off, can I get the hustle on Carmen's panties business here? I'll be the merch.
Yeah, we can see what we can do. What do you got?
Yeah. Circling back to the fire emoji on Instagram. If it's in the DMs, a little treacherous.
Uh-huh.
But if it's in the comments, also treacherous. So I'm a big fan of no. I think my third husband's not even going to have social media.
Third
Well, yeah.
Wait, now, but so I should be concerned with the amount of guys that fire emoji my wife on a daily basis?
Absolutely.
I'm not. I'm not, because I know that they're scumbags because they're guys. I'm a guy. I'm also a scumbag, but I'm not worried about her.
No, don't worry about her, but
Right.
those guys are coming after her. Worry about the guys, not her. She's fabulous.
There's so many guys. Thank you, Punk, and I appreciate the call. That are like, oh, she's married to a fat guy. She can't be happy with him. Let me send her a fireball. I get it. I know what they're trying to do, and it doesn't rattle me at all. Mike Calta Show. Good morning.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Men are scumbags.
I agree with you, sir. I'm in that group.
I'm glad we cleared that up.
Guys will always look to like try to get in DMs or something, and it's always like one message. They're always fishing.
Yeah,
right.
See if something dings.
Right.
Yeah, just to see if something perks up.
Yep. I got you.
This guy
We're always
knows.
on the hunt. He knows what's up.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting because this conversation started one time about Iverson. I was years and years ago. This has got to be 15 years ago. I was driving over the Howard Franklin Bridge on my way to my old station, talking to Amanda on the phone, and I was talking about Iverson, who's a buddy of mine who lives in Plant City, and I said, he's a really good guy. And I said, you don't have a lot of good friends like that in your lifetime. And she said, yeah, he's great. I go, like, he's the kind of guy where if you went to a party and got drunk and was like really drunk, he'd take care of you and I wouldn't have to worry about anything. I don't really have a lot of friends like that. And she goes, well, you have Pete. And I go, Pete? I'm like, Pete be the first one to try to bang you, and then call me the next day and go, I screwed up. I made a mistake. And she's like, oh, yeah, that's probably more true.
Come pick up your Ferrari.
Yeah. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Hey, just wanted to second that offer on Carmen there. We're a big fan of her out here. Big fan of the Mike Calta Show. We're gonna chime in at a $600 offer. Yeah, we love y'all.
Carmen,
I'll send you mine for 2.
Carmen, listen to this.
Yeah.
300, but I get to take them off you.
No.
Oh, I didn't know that was on the table.
Oh.
That's not on the table.
I'm putting up new things.
500 for that.
No touching.
No, just a side.
I know, but no touching.
Slowly on the side.
What if he wears gloves?
No, that's pointless.
And you don't have to like move anything, whatever. I go down and I kneel down and I go, oh yeah.
No. Whoa.
What if I go like
Too
that?
far.
What if I go like that?
Wait, I got a better one. What if no touching?
No touching.
You take them down slowly,
Mm-hmm.
and I take mine down at the same time.
No.
No? That's not good? All right.
Now it's getting weird.
Yeah.
I'm out.
All right, on to other news stuff. A plumbing company in Indiana is in the news after a customer didn't pay, so they went back and reclogged their pipes.
That's good.
Well, I thought they reclogged it in a different way. It turns out it wasn't the way I was thinking. Thai Bistro and Bar in Evansville, Indiana, their grease trap was overflowing. So they hired a company called Hevron Plumbing to deal with it. They cleared the clog and charged them $235, and the restaurant paid.
It's a pretty good $235. Not a big deal.
But then the pipe got clogged again 3 days later. The plumber came back and cleared the pipe a second time. They charged them again, and even more than the first time. They charged $390 because it was an emergency, not during normal hours.
That's not right.
Well, the restaurant refused to pay, saying they should stand behind their work. They were shocked when the plumber came back the next day and reclogged it. He had accessed the pipe from outside, installed a balloon in it so it could not drain. The owner of the plumbing company claims the restaurant has a history of being slow to pay their bills, so he wouldn't remove the balloon until they paid him. Their kitchen would have overflowed, and so they had no choice and had to come up with the money. They now have filed a complaint with the Better Business Bureau.
Now you just can't leave.
Yeah, against
now you
the
just can't
plumber
leave.
thing. Yeah,
I like it. I want his money.
Well, I mean,
I believe
I get both sides.
Yeah,
I
it
get
shouldn't
both
clog
sides.
2 days later.
Right, 3 days later it's clogged.
But they could
again.
be
You're
having
like,
a business practice that's causing it to clog.
right.
So.
Could be, yeah. But you would think you'd be like, oh, why is this clogging again? The guy just came and did it. Don't you clean out the whole pipe, or you just cleaning that one clog?
I don't know. I don't know what they're putting in the drain.
Yeah.
To fill it up and clog it.
How about this? Hard Mountain Dew's new code red. That Hard Mountain Dew is the alcohol one. Flavor comes with a weird call to action to go bang a redhead. They think it's a shame that 2% of people have red hair, so they're giving out subscriptions to dating sites. They want you to go find a redhead of your dreams and mate with them.
I love redheads.
Yeah. Well, it's the
love
90-10 rule, though.
Right, but I love redheads and I love freckles.
Yeah.
I was watching a commercial before where they had these. It was some sort of face cream or something, and they had these women come on, and they had this one woman who looks like she might have had a little Asian in her, and she had a lot of freckles, and I thought, that's just smoking hot to me. It's something really exotic looking. I like freckles. Freckles do it for me.
Mm-hmm.
Not like Pippi Longstocking freckles, but like a couple of nose freckles, a couple of chest freckles.
And also if it's something that you don't have and you see it's like, oh, that's different, whatever.
Yeah.
But the 90-10 rule is 90% of redheads are, and there's 10% of that just absolutely
I think I
gorgeous.
follow the 10% of them on Instagram and fireball them all the time.
Today is Happy National Hot Tub Day.
Oh, I have one.
Get in the hot tub.
Yeah, love
Do
it.
it.
I use my hot tub often.
Hot tub's nice.
Yeah.
Hot tub's nice. Oh, man.
A lot of people buy hot tubs and then they don't use them.
May I suggest, get a glass of wine, put on some seal. Get in the hot
I
tub.
my typical go-to is my Starbucks iced coffee,
Yeah.
and mine's outside. So I sit there and I stare out towards the golf course, but I only go in the hours where there's no golfers.
It's so funny. Do you have little routines like that? Like
Yes.
certain things you do? Like, I'm going to get a hot tub. I'm going to have my coffee. I'm going to do this, whatever. When I take a shower, I have to have a cold water with me. And then I sing in the shower. And I sing full volume in
Like
concert.
you're on stage.
Have to lock my door so nobody comes in and scares me while I'm singing and stuff. And just rocking out to Foreigner.
Now, it's in the hot tub, I listen to weird music. Not mellow necessarily.
Do you want to try out It's a Vibe? My playlist?
Maybe. Yeah. I listened like it's not even necessarily relaxing music.
Yeah.
I listened to in the hot tub. I listened to the Doobie Brothers the other day.
Nice.
And then one day it was Kenny Chesney.
Okay.
And then one day it was Chicago. I don't know. Sometimes I just get in a mood.
Yeah.
I have to ask you a question.
Okay.
Did you hit yourself in the head or do you have a pimple?
Oh, I have a pimple there.
It doesn't look like a pimple though. It looks like you have a bump.
No, I think it's a pimple.
Oh well, it doesn't look bad. It looked like it looked more like you got whacked.
Whenever I'm doing anything, whether I'm running or playing tennis or anything, I'm always either wearing a hat or wearing a headband. And I think I got that. I was playing some tennis yesterday, and I think this one popped up.
It doesn't look like it. It looks like somebody whaled you with a hammer. Yeah, you got a little bumpus.
Probably because I had, and I just like did one of those.
Yeah. Give it a squoze.
Yeah, I gotta try and get it
That
out
hurts
of there.
me.
Seth Rogan, who I got to be honest with you, used to be really funny. Now he kind of annoys me, but I do like his thought on this. This makes sense. Seth Rogan has a fear, good for him, that'll die with too much money. He says, that was pretty good. He says, quote, I don't want to die with $10 million in the bank. That could have been spent doing fun things when I was alive. Like, that does make a lot of sense. You know, you don't want to go out with a bunch of money.
But you also don't want to be 80 and poor.
Right.
Yeah.
Right,
you got to try.
That's right.
You got to try and figure out how long you're going to live and how much money you have. And
That's
everything.
why I think if I had a lot of money, I'd be buying experiences as opposed to like
just based on your
cars and stuff.
vacations. I know that's true.
Yeah,
you
like-
try to live every moment for everything you can.
I'd rather go for like a big vacation as opposed to buying a big ass house.
But also, you think like Seth Rogan, he has a lot of money. Why
Yeah,
not put like $5 million in the bank as a savings thing, like just a side thing? So if you do spend all the money by the time you're 60 something,
At least we have the $5 million.
Yeah, you're like, I'm still alive. All right, well, we got $5 million. We can at least pay the bills and do stuff. So
my wife bust out. So my wife made plans to go on vacation next year at spring break. I found this out through.
That is planning, man.
I found this out through work.
Yeah,
our work.
Oh, she already
told
them don't do anything.
They were talking about the possibility of Calta Cruise 19.
Okay,
and they said, "What about this date?" And Diane said, "No, you can't use that date." And they said, "Why?" She said, "Mike is going on a vacation with his family on that day." And I go, well, "At least she knew."
Well, what is the vacation with Diane's helping you out with the vacation? So she knew.
So
Okay.
she knew.
I got you.
So my wife said today, "What if we cancel that? Because it was too long. It was like 2 weeks. I'm going to take 2 weeks off." She goes, "What if we cancel that? And what if we go on a vacation in June, like to Alaska?" I was like, "Yeah, I went to Alaska. I loved it. I feel like I'm the only one who liked it." And now she's talking about going back.
I am taking some time off in June.
Let's take the same time
to stay at that super mansion.
Oh yeah,
yeah. That's
this
nice.
June.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll
Carmen,
coordinate.
already trying to find another vacation.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, of course I am. I would like to go on vacation too. You're not the only one that works.
Back to the fields of Tennessee.
No, something different.
So speaking of me in the shower, Foreigner singer Kelly Hansen has revealed that he will not tour with the band when they perform in Latin America this spring. But
come on, fourth fake singer ain't going now.
Special guest stepping in.
Mick Jones. No, I mean whatever his face is.
Lou Graham. Well, some of the issues have forced me to limit my appearances outside the USA this year. That means, unfortunately, I'm going to miss Foreigner's South American run, he said in a statement. However, our incredible bandmate, Luis Maldonado, has been recording some of our hits in Spanish. They're Spanish. They want to hear them in Spanish.
Yo quiero amor.
He will be handling most of the vocals along with original Foreigner singer Lou Graham, who will be guesting with Foreigner for those shows.
That is awful. That is awful. There's not a original member of Foreigner left, and now they're taking away the fake guy and putting in a faker guy.
They're putting in the real guy.
No,
Lou
the
Graham.
real guy barely made it through 2 songs at the sound.
It was rough.
I know.
It was rough.
It was nice to see him. That's perfect for that. Yeah.
It was great
But
to
he
see
barely
him.
made it through 2 songs.
But I will tell you, Luis sang when they did the beer thing, when they did it at the brewery.
Yeah.
And it was the
I'm
acoustic
sure he's
thing.
great.
Yeah, he sounded really good, whatever. But I don't know whether, I mean, they want to hear it in Spanish or do they want to hear it in English?
I don't. Either way, you don't want to hear a guy that you're not expecting to sing it.
That's not my Foreigner.
Not my Foreigner.
Listen, I'm not going to South America, so I'm fine. I saw them at the Sound. They sounded great. It was fun.
You say you're not going to South America.
Nah, probably not.
No
Well,
Chile for you?
depending on how much time we take off in June.
Yeah.
Megan Fox and her ex, Machine Gun Kelly, welcomed a baby girl yesterday.
Oh, I didn't even know they broke up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you
come
don't
on.
know the drama between him and Brian Austin Green?
No, well, kind of, but I thought they were together still.
Brian,
No,
Austin
evidently,
Green, Brian Austin Green said he's going to push him down a flight of stairs.
evidently he. I got that reference because he pushed Donna.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, that's
Evidently he's been harassing Machine Gun Kelly through text, asking him when the baby is supposed to be born because he's not
Really?
around through it. I got to tell you this also. Brian Austin Green is in the news now because of this, and a lot of these things have been putting up side by side pictures of the two of them. He's way more handsome.
Yeah, he is.
He aged well.
He looks really good.
He
yeah.
looks really good, and you could tell he still has feelings for Megan Fox. And Megan Fox is still one of the hottest girls in Hollywood. I'd like to see them get back together.
So how about this? The daughter, the baby girl, was born yesterday. No word on her name, but she was born to a score composed by MGK and Travis Barker that's in the calming frequency of 432 hertz.
Oh, wow.
Forget it. I take back everything. I said.
Gross.
Wouldn't it be great if the baby was just born and exploded on impact? They're like, ooh, we had the wrong frequency.
Comedian Andrew Santino is launching a weekly golf-focused podcast starting on April 9th.
He's huge into golf.
Loves golf.
Yeah.
Called No Bad Lies, which is kind of a double thing. You know, but no bad lies, you're bald, bad lie, and then bad lies, people lying and stuff. So it'd be interesting to see him. Anytime he makes fun of Bobby Lee, I laugh.
But
every time.
The good thing about it is, I think I don't know a lot of these golfers. You ask you golfer, you say Tiger Woods, and Tiger Woods is not even playing. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's a lot of these golfers that are fantastic, and you don't hear their names till the Masters. And then you're like, oh, and you follow them for a couple of weeks, and then there's new golfers coming. This will give you a good opportunity to learn the personalities in a funny way. I think this will be good.
Yeah, and especially with Full Swing that's on Netflix. I think it's in its second or third season, and it follows all those different guys.
Yeah.
And it shows you behind the scenes and all what they go through and stuff. And also Happy Gilmore coming out with the, whatchamacallit? Yeah, Happy Gilmore coming out, and he has all these professional golfers in there as well. So, yeah. On a podcast, Kelly Clarkson, who I got to tell you, I think is maybe one of the best singers of all time.
I'll agree with that.
Not even like contestant winner.
No, she's a great singer.
She's up against other people. There's that thing with her and Ariana Grande where they did the thing on the Tonight Show and they're going back and forth singing diva songs, whatever. And listen, Ariana Grande's unbelievable, and she's singing Celine Dion and Britney Spears and doing all this stuff. And then Kelly Clarkson does Alanis Morissette, You Ought to Know, and sounds exactly like her, but better, like better than the original. And then she was singing Heart and all this. She's unbelievable. She said she didn't realize American Idol was a TV show. She thought it was. She just thought it was a contest, but she didn't know that it was like a TV show, until her third audition. She said. She also said that some unnamed voice.
Does she know she hosts a TV show?
She may not. She may just think people are in her house.
It wasn't. She was season 1, so
Right,
it
she
had
was
not
season 1.
aired yet.
You're right.
So
we all knew it. I guess we didn't know until
you have no idea what it really is.
Right,
And if it's gonna make
this is twice I've had to apologize to Kelly Clarkson.
She also said unnamed voice coaches. Now, she was on American Idol as a contestant. Then she was on Voice as a coach, whatever. She says unnamed voice coaches were mean to her back in the day.
Oh.
So before she became famous.
Well, look what it did to you. It made you a better singer, so shut up and take it.
And made her skinny now.
You know what I heard her say on a podcast?
Good.
Something that I can relate to.
She loves pizza?
Who doesn't?
That schools have to stop having events for their kids in the middle of the day. They're like,
oh yeah, I saw that too.
She's like, most people have to work, and we can't go to these events in the middle of the day. How are we supposed to do that? I struggled with that for a long time.
She's like, now I'm the bad mom because I didn't show
I gotta
up.
host
I
a
can't
TV
make
show.
it.
Yeah, I like her a lot.
Yeah, there's seems like there's nothing not to like.
I like her personality. Is
I mean,
funny.
now that she's skinny,
she makes me laugh.
I got to be honest with you. Now that she's skinny, her personality's great. When she was fat, I was like, oh,
annoying.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Dolly Parton's California mountain cabin just went back on the market. It comes with the decor and furnishings from Dolly herself, and you can purchase the Idlewild cabin for $768,000.
That's it.
That's it. It seems like it would be a lot more, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
You know, it's Dolly Parton, and I'm sure it's a big place.
That's my dream, to live in Dolly Parton's cabin in the mountains in California, and I bet you it's got like pink plush everything.
I'd rather live in her valley.
But didn't
I'd rather be in her peaks.
Yeah.
the husband just died, right?
Right, yeah.
She's selling things off now.
Yeah. She needs the money. he was the money maker.
She is so rich.
Oh yeah.
She basically owns half of Tennessee.
Yeah.
Crazy. Kermit the Frog will deliver the 2025 commencement speech for the University of Maryland. That's where his creator, Jim Henson, graduated back in 1960.
All right. Come on. Let's do it.
I mean, go ahead.
Kermit the Frog here.
Nah, terrible.
Whoa.
That's not bad.
Thank you, Carmen.
Yeah.
Kermit the Frog here. Miss Piggy? Kermit the Frog here.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That's better.
Hi ho.
Nope.
Hi ho. Kermit the Frog here.
That's not bad. I love the high notes.
Then he used to say that.
You're way too in the
Teachers.
back of your throat. And you're doing some sort of weird lisp too.
I'm not trying.
Yeah.
Attention graduates.
It's like Kermit after he had a stroke.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's how I feel.
He's struggling to talk.
I don't know.
You sound like how a real frog would talk.
If I spent $100,000 on a degree and I'm going to graduation day and they're like, now here's a guy with a hand up a puppet's ass to talk to you for a half hour.
Hey, you graduated.
And it's not even the Jim Henson.
Yeah, it's not. It's a different.
I would much rather have the Swedish chef up there.
Joe does a great Kermit the Frog.
Joe.
No, what?
Hit it, Joe.
Kermit the Frog here.
Not bad.
I don't really know. The first try.
It is.
Kermit the Frog. Kermit the Frog. Kermit the Frog here.
You're doing more Miss Piggy.
Yeah.
Kermit.
Yeah.
All right. I'll go Piggy.
You
then.
go
I'll
Piggy.
Why?
Attention students. Why did I get this job?
That's a good piggy.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. It's official. Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley will perform unmasked in November at the Kiss Army 50th anniversary celebration.
Thank
Las
God.
Vegas.
Yeah, we knew.
No. They were talking about
Yeah.
the celebration and stuff, but they are now performing, and they're performing unmasked.
Just the two of them?
Well, them, and then I know Bruce Kulick is going to be a special guest, so I don't know who else, whether Tommy Thayer and, Eric Singer or whatever. And then, everybody's...
Will there be Ace, really?
That's the thing. Everybody's hoping for Ace.
And where is Peter Criss?
Oh.
Like he's accessible. Like he's not a homeless guy or anything like that.
He's fine.
Yeah.
He's totally fine. But yeah, like Ace tours and does stuff. I don't know whether Peter does, whether Peter plays at all. You would think that Peter would be out with Ace.
So listen.
Maybe Peter's just a jerk.
I went to go see AC/DC in Chicago a couple of years ago with Pete. And on the way back from Chicago, we were in the airport, in Midway Airport, and we're online to go to the security, and Pete goes, "That's Ace Frehley." And I go, "Where?" And he goes, "Right there." I go, "I don't know. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't." He goes, "It's right there. He's right in front of you." And I go, "Okay." So Pete goes, "I'm gonna go. We gotta get a picture. And I'm like, "All right." You do kind of have to get a picture with an original member of Kiss.
Yeah.
So he goes up to him and he goes, "Ace, how you doing?" And he goes, "Yeah, all right, how you doing?" And he goes, we were in town for the show last night." And he goes, yeah. And we were like, "Oh yeah, we were at the box. We were hanging out with Brian Johnson and blah, blah, blah." He goes, "Oh, I had my own show last night in downtown Chicago." And we were like, "Oh, sorry, we didn't know." And there he was with his wife flying just like a regular citizen on the thing, and no handlers, no nothing, just go. And Kiss is traipsing all over town in private jets with their logo on and all that stuff. It's just miserable.
Gene and Paul are the ones that own all the likeness rights and all that stuff.
But I mean, if I'm Ace now, I don't even know if I want to do anything with them anymore.
Yeah.
I might be like, you know what? No, I've survived without you.
Yeah.
It's so
he
bitter.
survived, but they thrived.
They definitely thrived. Oh, they're better businessmen.
Yeah, better businessmen, and Paul Stanley's the voice. Like, Gene sings on some stuff, and Ace sang on some stuff, whatever, and so did Peter. But Paul's the main voice,
right? But you got to think, you can replace. I mean, I don't know.
It depends on the band who you can replace.
Yeah, that's true.
It's always hard. Singer's always hard.
He's the face of the band.
You can't replace Gene Simmons though in Kiss.
You could back then.
Just paint his face.
If it was Ace, Peter, and Paul, and they got a different back then, early 70s, you could have. Now, no way.
Yeah,
Gene Simmons.
I will
say
Kiss. It's not Kiss without Gene Simmons.
Gene Simmons, like how we make a list of like coolest millionaires, Shaq's on that list, Jack Black's on that list, like guys you're just so happy or rich. Gene Simmons is high on my ranking of biggest assholes in the world.
Yeah, the guys that you're mad are rich.
Right, like be a better person for being that successful.
You should be more humble. not
No,
humble
I
at
don't
all.
even care about humble.
Yeah.
I don't even really care about humble. Just be like I don't know. I think about this with Howard Stern all the time. I don't know the inner workings of that show. I don't know Howard. I just know as a fan listening to that show, Howard had Scott the engineer, and his wife needed money for a cancer treatment, and they would not let him promote the GoFundMe for his wife on the show. Gio, if Mike Cernak, our engineer at the radio station, who I have not worked with as long and had not been as part of this show like Scott was, came and said, I need to start a GoFundMe for my wife. She needs $50,000 for a transplant or whatever. And I was making $100 million a year. I would quietly stroke you that check and we'd never hear about it again. You would never even hear. Now, I don't know. I can't tell Howard Stern what to do with his money, and I'm judging somebody from a position that I don't really know all the details. But it just seems to me like that would be. And then Ralph, his best friend, dies of cancer at a young age. And the cause, they say, is because he didn't have good health care. How do you work for that guy and not have good health care?
Yeah, that's wild.
But I mean, also, some people just don't go to the doctor.
Well, that might be true, too.
You know?
I don't really know the situation I'm speaking out of turn because I'm sure there's more facts I don't understand. But in those sort of situations, a guy like Gene Simmons, I think at one point when you look at Kiss and go, Paul, we are worth $800 million each. We should give Ace and Peter $1 million, like something that they can feel like that they're successful. That all the things that they put into Kiss made them that helped make Gene and Paul successful.
Yeah, but would you want to pay people that used to work on this show that no longer work here?
It depends.
And that you'd probably
would
don't
I give
get along
Moose?
with.
I would give Moose money.
All right.
Moose was there for the poor days of the show, and the other two people that worked on it are dead.
By the way,
Dinah and Brent.
Moose just pulled up in your driveway. He heard you.
Like, oh, they're giving out money?
If I made $100 million a year, if I got a payday like that, and I knew Moose was driving DoorDash or whatever, yes, I would want 100%.
Right.
At least I'd hire him in a capacity where I could pay him a good
Because
amount of money.
a lot of people worked on this show over the years. They should all get a piece. Or...
Not all of them. The ones who helped make it successful.
Yeah.
The ones who aren't here anymore.
It's interesting because I'm looking at this and it's all over the map with what Ace Frehley is worth. It could be $2 million, could be $15 million, could be $35 million.
I bet you it's under $10 million.
I bet it is too.
Yeah.
I bet it is too because
which seems like it's a ton of money.
How long is it since he's been out of Kiss?
Oh, long,
since the
long
70s.
time, yeah.
Since the 70s. So, I mean...
But those albums established them, and those albums are great, but I don't know what he had as far as writing and publishing or anything like that. I don't know what his deal was, or whenever they booted him out of the band, whether they bought out his stuff and said, here's this, we're done, you're not involved in Kiss anymore.
Yeah, I mean, that may be true, too, but I mean, here's my other problem is, and I've said this a million times, I'm not that big of a Kiss fan, but I have never seen. I've rarely have I seen a fan base like you have for Kiss that you would be doing it for your audience. You would be doing stuff with Ace and with Peter,
but
for your fans who have made you what you are.
The audience is going to be there no matter what. They're not going anywhere.
But they would love it so much if you did that. They would love it so much if you did that.
I saw an interview with Dee Snider. He was calling, saying that Gene Simmons and them were complete a-holes because they keep doing farewell tours and they're coming back.
Sure.
You know?
Everybody does that. And they've been doing it for years. Although I have to tell you, this is your last time seeing AC/DC. Because Angus Young is just a little old man with white hair.
All those bands are like Aerosmith. I don't think you're going to see Aerosmith
No,
again.
because he can't sing.
Yeah, and they were going to come here, which was going to be awesome. But
Steven Tyler can't sing anymore.
So
and
you're not going to see
never
that.
see Aerosmith. If you didn't see Aerosmith, it's done.
And good on Aerosmith, good on Steven Tyler for not going out there lip syncing,
trying to Bon Jovi it.
Yeah, and doing all the different stuff. And he's like, hey, listen, I can't do it anymore. We gave you 60 years, 50 years, whatever it was that they are out there rocking and doing all this stuff.
They could easily go out and fake it.
Easily could.
Yeah.
Easily
a lot of
could.
bands do that.
And have been and still do. Yeah.
And some people wouldn't even know the difference.
No. Yeah. Finally in news, it's hard to keep up with what younger people are doing. There's all these new trends that are always happening. And
Sure,
stuff.
I have no idea.
Apparently, they're into radio.
Oh.
How you like that?
I do like it a lot.
78% of Gen Zers listen to the radio, according to a new report. That's AM and FM, not internet stuff like Pandora and everything. Why?
Because their parents are still listening to it in the car when they take them to school and pick them up from school.
So there was a story done that says, quote, radio is back and Gen Z's listening habits are changing the face of media.
Love radio.
They say a lot of young people are sick of digital everything, so they're gravitating towards old school analog tech more and more. They said that they cited another report that just found that 48% of people, young people, watch traditional TV in an average week. They say we are far more popular. In other words, radio is still alive and well in 2025.
Listen, there is definitely a change in the way that information is dispersed over the last 10, 15 years. Digital has come on super strong. Things that I never would have thought Jake Paul and Logan Paul and all that stuff would have lasted have gone way beyond my expectations. And there is a whole new venue for that stuff. Radio has, as I've talked about plenty of times in the past, has not declined. It's just keeping up with everything else that's out there. And you'll know that by our advertisers who continue to advertise at this radio station. You'll know that by the guests that continue to come on and promote things on the radio. I mean, Steve-O and Chris Jericho talked about this very show on Steve-O's podcast, where they both said radio is still alive and very strong. When you need to sell tickets to something, you need to get the word out that an event is happening in an area.
Sure.
Radio is one of the best ways to get it out there.
Yeah. And people listen to radio a lot. You know, you may have other stuff. You have Spotify, you have this, you have that, whatever. But you're also listening to radio as well.
I took a radio class, believe it or not, in college at Miami-Dade Community College.
I don't believe it.
And the one takeaway that I got from that class, which I did not finish the semester, was the takeaway on the first day was the professor said, why are there still jocks introducing songs on the radio when people just want to hear music? And he said it's because they want to know that you're there. They want to know that there's a live person on the other end. They want to have a friend over there. They want to have somebody they feel like if something went and happened, this person would tell them. They want to know that somebody alive is on the other side. Kind of like when you call a company, you want to talk to a live person. You want to know that somebody is there. So a lot of times you're not getting that from these digital things that you're downloading or listening to at a different time. It's not live. It's entertainment and it's great. But it's not giving you the same thing that you get on your way to work. If we're talking to you right now and you're listening to Joe Rogan's podcast and Joe Rogan's talking about dinosaurs doing something, humping each other, it's great and it's entertaining and all that, and you might be loving it. But when a earthquake happens in the Philippines, or when there's a bombing in Beirut, or something that's breaking news that needs to come to you, or it's traffic in a local area,
right?
This is going to be the spot where you go for it, and that's never going to change.
Yeah,
it's never going to change.
And still putting radios in cars.
Yep.
Of course. And everybody said once they could figure out how to put the digital in the dashboard, it'd be over for radio. And it's been going on, 10 years now.
Right. Yeah.
That you've been able to easily use your digital in your dashboard, and radio has not shown a decline there. So
I remember the Corvette I had. Yep. And I got a new stereo system put in it and stuff. And they're like, are you going to have Bluetooth? And I go, I don't know.
That newfangled Bluetooth.
I want in the house.
I'll use a cord. What an idiot. Yeah. Well, that is it for news.
All right, Galvin, thank you. We must take a break.
Yes.
I will do that right now. When we come back, I have a new TV show.
Okay.
While I was sick,
okay.
I binge watched a TV show that I'd never even heard of before.
Really?
We may have talked about it on the show, but I am completely unaware of it.
I'm almost positive.
I know. You might be right. You might be
Galvin's favorite show.
Yeah.
I literally told you about it last week.
Yeah, probably did.
All right.
But I quote found it on the Netflix, and we'll talk about it when we come back. It's the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Today is generator day.
Yeah.
Oh.
I've been trying to get this generator installed since the hurricanes. And like everybody else, I've had to wait. And I'm not complaining because storm people and storm repair people certainly have the right to be taken care of first. I'm just waiting for this generator. It is finally getting delivered and installed today, and I'm very excited about it.
Nice.
Yeah.
That'll be good.
It will be good. It'll be good not only for hurricanes, but for the show. If the power ever goes down,
right,
goes right back on.
Because you need radio. As Scotty V points out on Twitter, he said that we need to have radio. Otherwise, I would not have immediately known that Michael Jackson's dead.
That's right. That's right.
Galvin
proclaimed that on the show when it happened.
That was wild.
All right. So in my sickness,
Mm-hmm.
I am trapped in bed, and I am trying to find something to watch.
Okay.
And every night before I go to bed, I put on Seinfeld and I watch an episode or two of Seinfeld as I fall asleep.
Okay.
I can't always do that. Like I can't do that in the middle of the day. I can only do it when I'm going to sleep.
You were on The Godfather for a while.
Still watch The Godfather all the time. But I know that if I start watching 5 minutes of The Godfather, it's going to be 2 hours of my life that I can't get back. So I can't do that as frequent as I used to.
Okay.
So I go to Netflix, and I am unaware of things that are coming out unless we've talked about them on the show, and or if I've seen an ad somewhere. Like there's a couple of things I pay for Apple TV, I think, and I don't know. I don't think I've watched anything since the Jennifer Aniston, Steve Carell morning show. Thing was on when they first came out, which I enjoyed. But I have not watched anything else on Apple TV.
The new Seth Rogan thing is on there. That just came out.
It's not that they don't have stuff. I just forget that things are out.
The Brad Pitt, George Clooney, Wolf movie where they're cleaners. They're both cleaners.
That's on there. See that?
Yeah, I think you would like that.
I forget about that.
Yeah.
Can you guess what I'm watching that I can't believe we didn't talk about? Admitting we might have talked about
it. So is it on Netflix?
Yes.
It's on Netflix, and you just discovered this show. Is it a new show?
Yes.
Or is it a show that they just released on Netflix?
It is a new show altogether.
New show altogether. If it's, I'm going to tell you right now, if it's Residence, I'm going to dive on you.
It's not The Residence. I tried to watch The Residence and could not get past the campiness of it.
It's very campy.
Yeah, you said that.
Yeah.
It was just not for me.
Is it The Adolescence?
No, I don't even know what that is.
Oh, yeah. I'm watching that.
Is it? Yeah, that's
what
that sounds like you're going to get in trouble for
talking about
Adolescence
right now.
Is the guy that played he was on Boardwalk Empire. He was but anyway, English dude.
I've heard a lot of people talk about it.
Yeah, so I watched it and I haven't finished it, but there was an episode that was bad. I was like, oh, that's a bad episode, but the episodes before were good. Young kid is accused of murder. And it's the whole, and it's a single camera shot thing. So like this is going on, and then a conversation starts over here, and then they follow this person, then it goes into the room. You know what I mean?
I will let you know that this is a limited series. And I watched every episode.
Okay.
And every one of them was good. There wasn't one bad one.
It's not American Primeval, is it?
It is not. That's also good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not Cobra Kai.
It is not. I gave up after Cobra Kai season 1.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah,
all right.
I get it.
Do you want to give us an actor or actress?
One of the greatest actors of our generation is in this movie. That's one of the reasons why I'm so surprised that I haven't heard of it. One of the greatest actors of our generation, and
I know what it is.
An actress that you like.
Is it Gary Oldman?
It is not. Also a great actor.
Yeah, Slow Horses. That's good. Is it Daniel Day-Lewis?
It is not also a great actor, but no, not Daniel Day-Lewis.
One of the greatest.
Somebody of that caliber.
The greatest actors of our generation.
A little bit of a whiny bitch in real life, but a great actor.
There's a new show with Robert De Niro, and my wife's been watching it. I don't know the name of it. It's based.
The name of the show is 0 Day.
Yeah.
So I started watching that. Yeah, we did not talk about it.
Also a president or like a
yes, he's a former president.
Government.
He's a former president. This is in the previews. I'm not ruining it.
Yeah.
0 Day refers to a day where there was a hostile takeover of the power grid, any electrical, all infrastructure, all of the social media, all of the radio, television, everything, all is shut down for 1 minute. And in that minute, because they were able to get everything, over 3,000 people die. So they appoint Robert De Niro, who is the former president, to lead the commission on 0 Day and find out what happened on that day. Now, there are other stories going on inside it, nothing that takes away from the main story, but a lot of things that add to it. And I don't want to say anything else about it because I don't want to take a chance of ruining anything. But I will tell you, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I feel it a couple of times. It feels a little rushed because it's a series. I don't know. But I will tell you, it is one of the better things that I've ever accidentally discovered on Netflix is 0 Day, starring Robert De Niro.
So yeah, I did start watching that.
And special needs Matt Damon's in it.
Jesse Plemons.
Yes.
Yeah. He's in it. Lizzie Kaplan's in it. Connie Britton, Nashville.
Connie Britton, that's what I knew you liked. Yeah.
Dan Stevens from Yellowstone. He's in it. Matthew Modine. One of the best actors that you don't know his name. That guy is Bill Camp is in it.
Which one is Bill Camp?
Bill Camp is
Did
I
say
don't.
what he played?
He played Jeremy Lash.
Oh.
I love when you said whiny bitch. That gave it away. I said, oh,
Yeah,
Robert
De
De
Niro.
Niro.
Yeah.
Who's the guy? Who's the other guy from Yellowstone?
The son that runs for governor, the black-haired kid. That's actually the other son.
He is not in it.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I just watched it. He is not in it.
Then this guy looks a lot like.
Oh
that
yeah,
guy.
yeah. I mean, Galvin. Don't get me wrong. I mean, he can't be in it.
No,
I would have known.
He's not.
Okay. Good.
This guy looks
I
exactly like.
thought I was losing my mind.
This guy looks exactly like that guy.
Okay, probably. Yeah.
We did have to
He
tell
plays
you
Evan Green.
that Han Solo was in.
I know.
Yeah.
I understand. I understand. Sometimes it's me. It falls back on me.
The little girl from Sleepless in Seattle's in it.
Okay, that might be true.
Gabby Hoffman. She was also on Girls. Remember?
Galvin. She's in it, and she has gray hair in it.
Yeah,
She
she's
looks
old now.
so
Yeah.
old.
That's
It
wild.
makes you feel so old.
It's wild.
Anyway, I don't want to say anything else about it, but I will bring this up. At one point, there is another event.
Oh, you're spoiling it.
No. It's a ransomware on the banks. And as a result, they have to shut the banks down for 48 hours. No transaction can take place through any banks.
That's the scene I saw.
So whether it's stock market, whether it's you getting money out of your savings account, no banking for 48 hours till they could figure out the situation. That got me thinking last night. How prepared are we for that?
Oh,
We're
not
not.
prepared at all.
Not
Mass
prepared
chaos.
at all.
Mass chaos.
This isn't giving the way, but everybody's like storming the bank to try and get their money,
Well,
and they shut everything down.
it's ridiculous
Yeah.
because what they have to show is
right.
they
but
got people lined up outside the bank throwing bricks through the window. Every one of you can go in there and take money out. You're not going to have enough to pay everybody that's there to get their money. They don't keep that much money in the bank. I'm surprised. I hope you guys know that your money isn't actually being held in the Wells
Physical,
Fargo
yeah.
on Sun Lake Boulevard.
Right.
The banks shut down for 48 hours and you have no access to your money, and then they tell you it's going to take another 48 hours. Now at this point, how much cash do you have on you?
right now,
Yeah.
Let me see. I have for the next 48 hours.
Yeah.
$3.
How much do you have?
On me, zero.
At home?
That I can get access to, a few hundred.
Me too. I may have $500.
Yeah.
I've got
Yeah.
Same.
$3.
$3. I may have $500 between my wife and I, and that's because she found $160 in the laundry last night.
Oh,
Yeah.
We're over the top
But-
now.
But also think about this: you do have food. It's going to be
Right.
very like pandemic-esque, where you're not going to want to leave. They're not going to want you to leave your house.
Right.
So, do you have water and food to last you 2 days?
Or do you run out and try to get it, and then you get there and you can't pay for it because you have no cash?
Even here, when the hurricanes hit, the banks
Right.
ATMs have all gone down.
Yeah.
They say get money out.
I took $10,000 out during COVID just to have cash here,
Yeah.
and then just spent it.
And lost it.
I just slowly spent it over
Bought a bunch
time.
of dumb stuff.
I'm like, I'm just gonna pay the lawn guy in cash this month. You know, I was just paying stuff
so
out
you
of
can't
cash.
put it back in the bank.
Yeah,
you
it's
got to go to
crazy.
Hard Rock.
Yeah. So anyway, that was something I was thinking about yesterday. You want to talk about? You can say whatever you want about guns, but I'm gonna feel a lot better sleeping at night with a
If that happens.
AR-15 next to me, yeah, or something. Just because now I have to worry about people sneaking in to steal my food,
Right.
and to take things from my kids, and you know what I mean. It becomes a whole. People who went from zero anger and zero ever, I will never own a gun. I will now kill you to protect their children,
Well,
and everybody's feeling that way.
I can tell you right now, stuff goes down and I'm running out of food. You know where I'm going? The place with 9 refrigerators.
Well, the place with 9 refrigerators also has 90
13.
guns in this house.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why you want to have those guns.
Right. I don't know. I start to think to myself, I always say if the crap hit the fan like that, I would stay in my house and I have enough food and stuff prepared to stay here probably for 2 months.
Mhm.
Right? Get through the 2 months, then hopefully things get better. If not, now I got to go out. I got to go out and I got to start
Gotta
robbing
forage.
other people. I mean, I know, but that's just such a hard position to be in. I'm gonna have to go out and kill other people to take
Mhm.
their food.
Mhm.
What have we become?
Yeah,
it's hard. It was a hard movie to
Dystopia.
watch.
That's what happened in The Walking Dead.
Yeah,
but there's no zombies in this. This is
Right.
just real life people killing each other for
but
stuff.
there's also people.
Yeah. You know, and they overtake when they as soon as they think you have something, like food, they just get a big group and they overtake the place.
Yeah,
Because other people have guns too.
Yeah.
Like you're not the only person with guns. Like yes, you have a lot, but also you only have 2 hands.
No, I get
Technically,
it, Carmen. There's not. You're getting outnumbered for sure.
Yeah.
This
Pete
guy's
and
got
I-
9 fridges. Let's get 10 people and go get them.
Right. And
Right.
it's also, hey man, do you guys need help? We can team up together and this and that and everything. Oh yeah, drop your guard.
wow,
Give us
yeah.
your stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Why have medicine? You have food.
Right,
Let us
yeah.
combine with each other.
I'll just take your medicine.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then Pete and I always joke. If people want to kill you, if they want to get you, they'll get you.
Oh, sure.
It may not be as easy as they hope it is, but if they want to get you, they'll get you.
Right.
That's just it. They'll find a way to do it. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It was rough to watch, but anyway, I wanted to pass that along to you folks. 0 Day on Netflix. Not a lot of episodes. 7 episodes, maybe 5 episodes.
Yeah, I started watching
5.
and I got distracted and then started watching something else, whatever. But that was pretty good.
Flows easy.
I want to say
looks good.
saw maybe 2 or 3.
Episodes.
Yeah.
Oh, you went in.
Yeah.
De Niro, great.
Yeah.
Plays a unassuming, kind of older, wiser guy, and not. Hey, I'm gonna go get the
Right.
You know.
I got to tell you that new movie that he's coming out with where he plays both parts.
Oh, I didn't even see
Those are
that.
never
So
going to be good.
We talked about it and he plays,
Yeah, I remember talking about it. But
it's
I
a
haven't seen
mob movie and he plays 2 famous mobsters, whatever. but it's
brother.
just it's like what is going on?
Ray
it. What, you
Liotta,
running out of Italians?
Right.
Liotta did that in the Soprano movie and it was horrible.
Yeah.
Ray Liotta played twins.
Yeah, but still.
But at least he played twins, and when you thought he was dead, he showed up again, so you got a little pop out of that.
But we know Ray Liotta doesn't have a twin, so the whole time I know it's just him playing himself.
Yeah.
You know? The Winklevoss twins in the Facebook
That
movie,
worked.
It worked. I didn't
That
really
worked.
know that guy at that point.
Yeah, that
Lindsay
really worked.
Lohan in the Parent Trap.
Right.
Yeah, that worked.
That
too.
was magical. that was a great movie, and I had no idea that she wasn't a twin when I was a kid. You know what I mean?
Ray Liotta did that and he died afterwards.
Joe, good morning. You're on the Mike Calta Show.
Hey, Mike and guys, listen, I've been listening to the show a long time. You make me laugh every morning. But sometimes if you're a long-time listener, I started laughing this morning. It's something I noticed. Every time you get sick or have some sort of like virus or pretty serious illness, the next time you're on the radio, one of the first things you talk to Galvin about is, what would you do if I died? Almost every time.
I don't know. Might be
Where would you go? And some of the answers over the years have been great. One time, I think, Gal, you just got like fed up with it. You knew what was going on, what he was going to say, and you're like, I wouldn't do anything. I would just give up life, and I would just end it all.
Couldn't live without you.
But and then another thing, I just love the show, guys. But hey Carmen,
Yes.
I could see you're trying to hide your crack burn on your lip this morning. You have a good time on your birthday yesterday? I see you trying to hide that thing.
What do you have? What is on your lip, Carmen?
No. Now, if you listen to the show, you would know what it was.
Right. I got burnt by coffee and it blistered and then it popped, but it's healing.
Ugh.
But I got burnt by coffee.
Oh.
You idiot.
I got to be honest with you. I'm sorry, Carmen. I did not. I thought that was whenever your dog bit you on the face.
No, he bit me. That was something else. But no,
okay.
I burnt myself on coffee.
You didn't burn your lip on a
Love the
crack
show.
pipe?
Thank you, Joe.
No, I didn't burn
You gotta let
myself
that
on
pipe
a
cool.
crack pipe.
You should have
Carmen,
learned that by now, Carmen.
Yeah.
I know Joe is joking,
Yeah.
but I want to let you know also that the bidding war on my Instagram is now up to $700 for your panties.
For my
Whoa.
panties?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Listen, send them my way.
All right, I'll
at,
be there at 10:30.
at sandy.carmen. You can send me the offers. I'll take all of it.
Carmen's Instagram's up on her story. I mean, her Venmo and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I put it up there as a joke, but then someone sent me
That's
money.
a joke.
Yeah, Joe. Come on.
Yeah, I was just
alright.
joking when I sent her my address.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was just
100
joking whenever I sent you a picture of my wiener.
Send me money as a joke.
It was a joke.
It was funny.
Wouldn't it be funny if we made out?
Yeah.
Listen, it was funny when I made $200.
Yeah.
It's interesting, Carmen. I was conflicted about it. At first I thought kind of cheesy, but also kind of. I mean, you do buy people gifts when it's their birthday.
Yeah. And you and Galvin both said that you're just going to give me money like on the cruise. But I figured, hey, if I put this out there, then you could just give me money this way.
But I also thought that, like Joe said, he's been listening for such a long time. People tend to feel like they know you. I'd get Carmen something for Christmas. I wouldn't know. Her birthday. I don't know how to get it to her. But now you just got a birthday Venmo.
I was amazed at people that got me stuff for my birthday that emailed me gift certificates and different stuff. I was like, that's so nice. I mean, I totally appreciate it. Not expected at all. I had one guy sent a whole Steelers thing to the station.
Yeah.
It was all this stuff from Fanatics. It had a towel and a flag and a this and that. I was like, that's unbelievable.
And I didn't get anything.
Oh.
Well,
you're not
I get it.
You didn't.
It's
I
your
got you a
face.
gift. You want your gift?
Yeah, sure.
All right, I'll give it to you before the show's over.
I got you a gift.
Oh, yeah, Galvin, great gift.
No, I did. I got you.
Galvin?
A gift.
No,
just
I
didn't
got
give
him a
it to
gift on his
And
birthday.
he actually
So
gave
did
it to
I.
him.
Galvin, always thoughtful, always great gift
What
giver.
was it? Let me see if my gifts get better.
He got me a gift card to Fanatics.
Oh, mine's better.
Yeah. He knows I like, that's all I wear is hats and Buck stuff and Seminoles.
All right.
What'd you get him? Another Shaq Barrett autographed mini helmet?
Shaq Barrett's actually coming by this afternoon. He's taking Gio to lunch.
I would love that.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I'm all about the experience.
No, I gotta figure out where I put it, but I got you a gift.
It's okay.
No, I got it.
I think you left it at the store.
Being on this show is the gift that keeps on giving.
Oh.
But what would you do if I died?
What would you do?
It's a gift that keeps on giving.
I wonder if that's just psychological. I never really thought about it, but maybe I am thinking about mortality as I get older and sick every once in a while.
Because you do get sick a lot, though, as
I
well.
don't. I've been sick twice this year. Relax.
It's only March.
I was sick
Anybody
at
else?
Super Bowl.
It's only March.
I was sick at Super Bowl, and I got the norovirus from my daughter.
And I'm pretty sure you've had a cold here and there. Not that you've missed work over it, but you're
That's sick. When you miss work, that's sick.
So,
That's it.
twice.
Twice.
Yeah. Anybody else?
in 3 months.
No.
Yeah, no.
Not even 3 months. The third month's not over.
Knock on
Right.
wood, I still feel Mike's contagious right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, come on, man.
Hope you all get it. Are you complaining, Nancy's?
Blowing all over the room.
Hope you all get it.
By the way, I see we're back to farting again.
I did let one go a little while ago, but it didn't smell, did it, Joe?
No,
Thank
I
you.
didn't smell anything.
Thank you very much.
It does smell.
What did you?
What is he?
All right.
Your carbon monoxide
He's
tester?
closest to me. He's closest to me. Let me ask you to do me a favor.
Yes.
When you smell
Come
a
smell
fart,
my fart. Do me a favor.
No, that.
when you
I'll do
smell a
I'll
fart,
do it for $700.
properly proclaim, "I smell your fart."
It's every day.
When you smell it,
Okay.
say, "I smell your fart."
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
When I smell it, I'm gonna say Delton.
No.
Wait.
Point
All
at
right.
you.
No.
Wait, do you
'Cause I
guys
smelt it.
do you guys still have the bathroom stick that was made
Oh,
for Spanish?
just put it up there.
Oh, I
Well, I'm
forgot
just-
about that. Yeah.
But I'm just saying you could use instead of Gio proclaiming it out loud because I feel like it's going to
No,
happen.
I
a
want him
lot.
to go. I want him to go. I smell it.
All right.
All right, but use
All
the
right.
bathroom stick.
I'm going to get one of those bells.
And I
like a
will
dinner
tell
bell.
you.
Yeah.
Look at me. On my honor, I will tell you on the integrity of Sporcle. I will be like, I farted,
Yeah.
or I did not fart.
Most of the time, we can hear them as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
A lot of times I'm farting while we're on the air and you can't hear him.
No, by the way, can't hear him. 100% can tell when you do it.
No.
'Cause you're lifting.
I do a lot of
Oh,
shifting.
yeah.
I do a lot
Yeah.
of shifting. I'm a
Around.
I'm a shifty sitter.
Nah.
I do a lot of
But,
shifting.
By the way, be
Oh,
careful saying that.
sitter.
Shifty sitter,
Yeah.
shifty sitter, shifty sitter.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus. Let's not
That made
ever
me
say that
nervous,
again.
too. I'm not gonna
So
lie.
Gio is gonna say, "I smell it." He's gonna raise his hand and say, "I smell it."
You can say it too.
No. I'm gonna do a different way. I'm gonna bring a pellet gun and just shoot you.
Yeah.
What
what
if
if
you're
you're
wrong?
wrong?
What if it's somebody else?
Oh, well.
Yeah,
More
come on
often
now.
than not, it smells like farts in here.
I'm telling you, my farts are odorless. Not all of them. Not all of them.
Don't
Not
think
all of
so.
them.
Carmen,
You are so
take
delusional.
take a look at this room. Which guy do you think's farts are odorless?
I would say Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would
they're
say
just
none.
dust.
I would say
Yeah.
none of us.
Right,
Inside
but
a plant.
yeah, and again, Mike, you're just delusional. You have 3 people right now telling you they know when you fart.
Yeah.
First of all, 2 people are telling you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I'm
can't
sorry,
tell.
2 people, 1 person who their job
One who's
relies
just
on
naturally,
you.
one who's just all your jobs rely on me.
That's
One
right.
is just naturally mean, okay, and then the other one is
What
the only
would
one
you
that's
do?
impartial.
What would you do if I'm not here?
Oh, so the guy
Who
that's
started off with say not have to smell your fart.
the guy that's taking the dogs out to poop
Yeah.
and's got his head stuck in the cans.
The guy-
can't smell your fart.
The guy
Yeah.
who's been
You
the
know.
guy who's been replaced by new cameras 4 years ago and still has a job here.
Yeah.
You're doing great, Joe. Don't let
Thank you,
them bring you
Michael.
down.
I don't listen.
Thank
Now
you.
take out the trash.
I don't smell any.
For the
farts
record,
either.
I farted twice since we were talking about it. Nobody said nothing. Nobody said nothing.
I can't smell it over my own farts.
All right.
Here's the other thing.
Carmen, you're so glad you're not here.
Listen, I love it over here.
I thought about this morning. I was getting dressed, and I went to put a shirt on, and my armpits do not stink. I don't wear deodorant.
That's unbelievable.
I'm willing to walk up to a stranger and go smell my armpit and tell me if it smells.
Joe, get in there.
I'm going to tell
I'm
you
not
a
a
couple
stranger.
different things. We're in the third hour of the show. I've farted 4 times so far this morning. Second thing is
Your farts don't smell?
100% they do. Second thing is
They're regional.
I got deodorant the other day and I bought the wrong one and I have it on me right now and I feel like somebody's sneaking up behind me the entire time because it smells different from my normal deodorant.
That is my problem, is that if I wear deodorant with a smell, I smell it all day. And my armpits automatically become irritated. It bothers me so
I
badly.
wear Old Spice and I can never remember whether it's Sport or Fresh.
They've got a lot of flavors.
Yeah, and it's the one or the other. To the point where I literally am in the grocery store now and I take the cap off
That's what I
and
try
I
to
take
do.
the
Smell
and I
it.
smell
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I don't like white. I only
smell
like
it.
blue. I swear to God, I didn't. On my children's life, no farts.
It might have been your mouth.
That might be true. I didn't say it in a bad breath. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Hello.
Yes, hi.
Hello.
Good morning.
What's up?
Hey, I wanted to talk to Jim. I'm a first time, long time.
Gio, this guy wants to talk to you.
He had migraines. He was talking about it on yesterday's show, and I listened to the replay. I don't listen to it live because the app sucks.
All right. And you say that Gio is dying of migraines.
He's complaining about them all the time, he says.
Mm-hmm. So because
And-
my sickness manifests differently, Gio thinks he's in better shape than I am.
I don't know about that. But he was, I had 188 migraines 4 years ago in 1 year.
Wow.
I fell off a ladder and I hurt myself. And he's been going to people trying to figure out why he's having migraines. He'll look into Epic Clinics. He is the one who subsided my migraines.
So Epic Clinics, where are they located? Here in Tampa?
They're in Clearwater on
Okay.
Myrtle Street.
All right.
And they're wonderful. They subsided where when I first had my accident, I had over 188 that year.
Are you being chased by
And
somebody right now?
Are you working out?
No, sorry, I'm working. I'm trying to get some things
gotcha.
done. Yeah, sorry about that. And so I got with Epic Clinics, and now my migraines are down to 4 a year.
All right.
Wow.
I will look into that. Thank you.
I really have them. And, it's just one of those things. They don't take insurance, which is the tough part, but they're worth the money.
All
I
right.
drive an hour to go make sure I see this guy. I'm
All
up in
right.
Pasco.
All right. Thank you for the
He's
heads up,
wonderful.
sir.
Yeah, he will help you. You guys have a great day. Love the
You too,
show.
buddy. Thank you.
All right.
Jesus.
I gotta be
I'm
honest.
out
You
of
gave
breath
him
from
a migraine.
listening to
I
that.
have a migraine.
Yeah. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Good morning, Mike. I'm actually here to defend your fart thing. I actually learned in the 8th grade that the louder the fart is, it's typically a carbon dioxide-based fart,
All right.
and the CO2-based farts are not smelly.
Yeah,
But
cool.
if it's
Come here.
quiet,
Come here.
the methane
Get over
one-
here and put your face in Mike's butt.
But you're right. But let me tell you why what he's saying goes along with my theory. Because the methane ones come from old food and stuff that has deteriorated in your body. My farts early in the morning are coming from my CPAP machine and my stomach being filled with oxygen, which is now relieving itself as carbon dioxide.
Maybe you're wearing the CPAP on the
Thank
wrong
you,
end.
sir. No, I'm not. I know where it goes, Gio.
Let me
All right.
ask you
It
this.
doesn't
Yes.
sound like it.
If I was to go like this and blow, how bad would that smell? Maybe I have a little bad breath, whatever this, that, and everything. Now I take a poop and roll it in a circle and blow it through a poop. What's going to smell?
But what if you don't have a poop in there and you just have a bunch of air in there?
There's always poop
What,
in
what
there.
if there's been 53 years of poop going in that area and then you blow through it? I
Yeah.
mean, come on, get out of here.
It's science.
Methane and carbon dioxide.
You people are very picky. All right, we got to take a break.
My armpits don't smell, neither does my butt. What will you guys do without me?
I would say I did not mention breath or butt. I would like to point that out there. Yeah.
Your farts.
Yeah.
Butt.
Well, I mean, just my natural butt. You may. But I'm talking about my farts. My farts are good.
Your
Shut
farts
up,
come out
Carmen.
of your butt.
Yeah. Shut up. Go sell your underwear.
Those big
I'm trying.
meaty milk sleds probably don't smell either, right?
The one day
Your
I
cloudy toe.
The one day I came in here with the hand sanitizer that smelled.
Yeah.
I got ridiculed and just went
It smelled like a Guido's bathroom.
Delightful sandalwood.
Yeah.
This guy's complaining about it.
It was mahogany.
Yeah.
It wasn't fart scent, Gio.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
My bad.
All right, can we change the subject for 1 second before we go to break?
One.
Next week, 5 solid days of rock and roll.
Oh, what's happening?
The following week,
What's 5 days of rock and roll?
5 days doing Rock in the Bay.
Okay.
Doing the show.
All right. Rock in the Bay.
I always say Rock in the Bay.
All right.
Crank it up, rip off the knob.
The following week,
Yeah.
only a couple of days.
How many? Because a couple is 2.
I mean, my consensus is that we should work, but
That's not a
You're wrong.
consensus.
my opinion is we should work. The general consensus is we should leave early and take off.
Yes.
I can't go against the people.
Right. So we work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Bobby has changed his flight.
Right.
He is now flying into Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
He is 30 minutes away, and he is going to Uber there because he realizes that the airport is past where Port Canaveral is. So I would have to go past Port Canaveral to pick him up, then drive another half hour back. So he is just meeting us there.
Yeah. He called me, by the way, after the show
Smart move. It's better to talk to you about these things than me.
to complain about you. That son of a bitch. Now I owe $1,000 and this, that. And then he didn't even call me after the show. And I defended you. I said he was sick. He didn't
Yeah.
have to leave the show.
Yeah.
What
I
time
said-
does his plane arrive now in Orlando?
Like 8 o'clock
Oh.
in the morning. Yeah, he's leaving. He goes, I gotta leave. He goes, I gotta leave Nashville at 3:30 a.m.
Because he did tell me, he goes, as long as everything goes okay, I'll be there in time.
Right.
I said,
Oh,
oh,
boy.
we'll see. I'm
He
looking
should
forward to seeing you. We'll see what
He
happens.
should be fine.
So we work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Mm.
And then we're off Thursday because we have to get over there. And then we're on the cruise.
I'm not against going there on Wednesday,
Yeah.
like we had talked about.
You want to go to this Magic Celtics game?
I don't know, maybe.
What else would you like? Why go over early then? If you're not
I like to
gonna
party with
do
the people. Evidently, Diane told me that a lot of people go over there the night before, stay at a hotel, and party over there the night before.
Yeah.
Where's
I'm not a usual early cruise. I don't usually get on early, but maybe I'll go on early this time.
Is there a spot over there? Like,
I don't know. I have to find out from the people.
all right.
I have to find out what the people say, Gio. I'm just over here farting. I don't know what goes
I was
on.
going to say, you usually don't listen to the people.
It's my bad. I'm trying to turn over a new leaf since my new health, and I'm back. I'm
Maybe
trying to
roll
take
up
advantage.
that leaf and put it somewhere so it doesn't smell as bad.
I hate everybody. It's the Mike Calta Show.
Eucalyptus up there.
It's 1025 The Bone. I want to run something by this to people who don't know. I grew up in a small part of New York called Staten Island, New York. I went to a Catholic high school, and in that Catholic high school, I went to a school that had girls. There was a school called Monsignor Farrell High School, and there was a school called St. Joseph by the Sea. And I chose to go to St. Joseph by the Sea because it was a co-ed school. Monsignor Farrell was just boys. The idea was that I would go and meet girls and have lots of sex.
Mm-hmm.
I had sex with one girl for 4 years. The
Okay.
same girl that I dated since my sophomore year of high school. Did not work out like I planned. Had I gone to Monsignor Farrell, eaten a couple less donuts, and did a couple of sit-ups, maybe I could have joined their illustrious football team and had some sort of college career playing football as an lineman, someplace where I could plug a hole, a special teams guy. I don't know.
Plug a hole to plug a hole.
Exactly. So my choices, for whatever reason, they worked out just fine, but not exactly the reasons I had planned. Now, had I gone to Monsignor Farrell High School, I don't know where I would have even met girls because it's all boys there. And I had several kids that I went to grade school with and several kids that I'm still friends today. One of my very best friends, Fireman Frank Heel, is a Monsignor Farrell graduate. And guys go on to have great jobs. They're lawyers, doctors, stockbrokers. Some of them are firemen. Some of them are policemen. But it's a great school to go to. And the reason why I bring this up is because the Impractical Jokers all met while they were in Monsignor Farrell High School. And I've had the opportunity to call each of them on the show individually Farrell Fags, which was what we'd call them because they were our opposing school. And now that's not a word that I use very often. The alliteration is too good not to pass up sometimes, especially when you're able to say it to famous people and they're not expecting to hear it that day. Well, now you know about the story about Joe Gatto, and Joe Gatto checked himself into a rehab because he is, I guess, a sex addict. I know you probably talked about it yesterday on the show.
Yeah. But so it had come out, the sexual assault charges and sexual harassment stuff, whatever. He denies the sexual assault stuff, but then he says that he made some poor judgments and stuff. But yeah, now he's in a facility to help him out.
Do you know about the next one?
I don't.
James Murray is accused of sending inappropriate messages to a minor.
Oh, no.
Allegations have surfaced amid Impractical Jokers fallout that James Murray, the star of Impractical Jokers, is under scrutiny after a Reddit user. Now, keep in mind, this has been posted on Reddit, and the story has only come from one side.
Okay.
I have nothing against these guys. I like them all. I've met most of them. They've all been great on the show individually, but this is news. The Reddit user accused him of exchanging inappropriate messages with her when she was a minor. That minor age turned out later on to be 16 years old. Still very minor. The allegations emerged on March 27th, just days after Joe Gatto faced separate sexual charges. The woman claims that the woman shared screenshots on the subreddit that supposedly belonged to her, which have been since removed. But of course, the internet, nothing disappears. The messages allegedly took place from February 2012 to January 2013, when the fan was 16 years old and Murray was 35 years old. In one message, Murray reportedly wrote, "Haha, you're awesome. Once you turn 18, email me the same questions and I'll be happy to answer them." I gotta stop for a second there, though. That is not an inappropriate answer for 2012. In 2012, this is before everybody started talking about grooming and doing those sort of things. Like, that's an appropriate response.
A good brush
Talk
off.
to me when you're 18.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not, hey, how many days till you're 18? Or you think you can get me like 3 days before you're 18? This was, hey, get back to me when you're 18.
It depends on when he found out she was 16.
Well, but if,
or how quickly.
If she's talking to him about, hey, how do I get backstage passes? How do I come to the show? And he says, hey, talk to me when you're 18. That, I think, is an appropriate blow-off, like Galvin said.
Yeah, that seems harmless.
It wasn't a blow-off. In one message, Murray wrote, get back to me when you're 18, blah, blah, blah. And she wrote, I'll do my best, I promise. Then the user, who identifies herself as Melissa, claimed that the two exchanged messages about explicit topics such as dildos and even said, I love you to each other.
Okay.
She wrote, I've only shared what I feel comfortable with at the moment. Censored for obvious reasons. I was 16, 17 when I first reached out to say I was a fan. That's when he offered meet and greet tickets. According to a post, the pair met in London. The pair met in both London and New York. We met up again a few times when he came to London. I would go to parties and stay in his hotel. He bought me lots of nice things, gave me money for private taxis and things no adult would have been needing money for. One text from Murray alleged, I will not say until we meet in person, she said. She was uncomfortable with the secrecy and labeled it unfair at the time. So she has several pictures of them together and several screenshots of the text exchange and all that stuff that's on Reddit. Now, I just got through telling you this morning that I saw Bobby Kelly, his producer Jacob, making out with comedian Tim Bartley, and which was 100% not true, but you couldn't tell me by the video that I saw. So we don't know that this stuff is true. But the reason why I bring up the Farrell thing and the C thing and the fact that Joe went to an all-boys school and Murr did and all these guys is I honestly feel like these guys were four nerds who have been just making themselves laugh and trying to get laid their whole lives. And then finally they got hit with all of this fame and all this adoration and these people throwing themselves at it, and they were eating it up as fast as they could. Now, that doesn't make any excuse for anybody going with anybody under 18 or any minors. But I could see where sometimes it causes you to make bad decisions, but not this bad. This is hard to come back from, especially when you know that there are so many girls out there that are throwing themselves. Why would you stop and waste time with the girls who are underage?
Didn't the last time we had Murr on was because it was a children's book? Wasn't he doing it?
Wasn't a children's book. It was a fiction book.
Oh, okay.
It was a fiction book.
Somebody
Wasn't a children's
Who
book.
wrote the kids' book? Was that Gatto?
I don't. Yeah, I think he had one like
about the
dogs.
dogs.
Yeah, that was Joe.